report card. For JD Power award information, visit jdpower.com.
When was the last time your family visited Richard's Restaurants? Richard's Restaurants have been serving home-style meals like Grandma made for over 50 years. Wholesome meal choices for my family, prepared from fresh ingredients. I appreciate the love they put into every meal. My kids love the home-baked desserts prepared in the Richard's Farm Kitchen. Richard's Restaurants, old-fashioned in a good way. Richard's Restaurants.
Komets Sons Funeral Homes have been serving Fort Wayne and area families since it was founded in 1925. Now a member of the Dignity Memorial Network, Komets provides pre-planning, funeral planning, cremation, and memorialization services. Compassionate local care, the most meaningful services celebrating a life well lived, all provided at the best value. Komets Sons Funeral Homes, a Dignity Memorial provider.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Well, that didn't take long, just 15 seconds. We got out of the break late, and the Komets score. Marco Waugh gets the goal and give the assist to number 88, Justin Hodgman. And he is returned to action, put it right on the tape of Waugh. He buries it over the shoulder of Adam Vey, and the Komets are up 1-0. Well, you said you got to get up to a fast start, Robbie. Here we go.
Exactly. Komets coming right back at him again. Here they go.
And all the way in here, the Rapid City zone into the corner. Here is Desjardins. It's wrapped up off the play. Now it's going to come down low. The rusher able to feed it upstairs. Marcotte will play it down low into the corner. And the rush will control the puck. Coming up along the far side. No, Marcotte takes it away. Here's Dennis Kravchenko. Puts it out in front of the net. It's broken up. And back come the rush on the left side. Dumping it in on Garrett Bartus. He'll jab at it with the glove. Or the blocker, rather. He gets it to Bobby Shea. Now Shea up along the far side. Now it's going to come all the way to the blue line. It's Shea on the far side. Got his pocket. And it's taken away by Dan
Henley coming up.
And the Komets are going to get called. First one of the game.
Holding.
So that'll put Rapid City on the power play.
Bobby Shea, I believe, holding. He impeded the forechecker from Rapid City, and that was enough to get a holding penalty. Referee called it pretty tight right now as the Komets have jumped out to a quick 1-0 lead at the 15-second mark. Waugh, his 10th of the season from Hodgman, just dumped the puck in, go get it. Hodgman stole it, threw it to Waugh in the net. Thank you. Power play, Rapid City.
Alex Normandin is our official tonight as he makes the call on Bobby Shea. 1-0 Komets, and the Komets are skating a man down as Cody Soul, his first touch of the game, puts it into the neutral zone. Now it's going to go all the way back to Matt Cato. And the Rush will start up their power play in their own zone. Jack Walker up along the far side, gets chased by Sean Szydlowski. He's got to go backwards with it. Here's Chase Lang. Now the Rush will bring it forward. Lang will get to his own blue line. Veers off to his left. Plays it off the backhand. It's knocked down right there at the line. And the Komets will dump it back in the Rapid City zone. Here's Oliveri. Going to go back into his own zone. He will skate with it. Puts it over onto the left wing. Here is Walker. Walker will get over the line in front of the net. Komets have got it, and it's Cody Soul with a nice strong clear all the way down off the end boards. And Adam Vey will stop it. He swipes it around the boards, coming up along the near side. And it's Peter Sivak, former Komet. He will move it ahead. They will carry it over. Here's Sivak on the left side. Shot save made by Bartus. Got the blocker on it. Back up along the near side. Komets trying to jab at it. Sivak has got it. Going to come up along the near wall. Now he floats it downstairs. Ryan Lowney chasing the man in front. Now it comes over. Here's a shot that goes wide. Sivak up along the left side. Now dangles down low into the corner. Met there by Curtis Leonard. Back behind the net. Loose puck. It's rolling around, and it comes up top to the blue line. Back over to Sivak here on the left point. Sivak got a man over on the right side. Now they're going to come up.
A shot.
Here's a shot blocked in
rebound.
It's loose. Bartus kicks it out. It's still loose. Gonna roll to Bartus. Can't get a piece of it, but the Komets will come up to the blue line where it's held in. Szydlowski on to the left side. Here's a shot. One-timer. Going to go wide. Back on the near side. We've got 17 seconds to go in the power play.
Good pressure, Rapid
Here's
City.
Shot. That is going to go wide as well. Going to come all the way up top to the blue line. Held in by the Rush. Ian Brady with a shot. Save made. Comes out loose, and the Komets are able to
clear it.
Here's Adam Vey.
Power play over.
And here comes Bobby Shea. We're back to 5-on-5. Desjardins got a man in front. It's Garrett Thompson over. Thompson with a shot. And it's going to be saved by Vey. Rebound is still loose. Desjardins gives it a jab, and he can't get it past the big goaltender.
Big save right there by Vey.
Here's Soul with a rip. That's going to go wide. Komets keep it down low. And it's Desjardins in the corner. Garrett Thompson with it. Had a man streaking over the far side. It was Binkley. Passed too far out in front of him, and that's
waved off
zone. All the way down to Garrett Bartus. He stops it for Cody Soul. 1-0 Komets. 16-13 to go in the first. Cody Soul up along the far side. We're going to play it off the stick of Garrett Thompson. It's going to come into the Rapid City zone, and the Rush have got it back up along the left side and into the Komet zone. That's going to go out of play.
That'll get them a chance to get a line change here. Almost 5 minutes they've gone through. Komets up by 1. 3 shots apiece by both teams. Both goaltenders have been tested. The power play by Rapid City was pretty powerful, and Bartus had to come up big. Komets right down the other end. Adam Vale, big save off of the Komet forward Cheeks.
15:58 to go in the first. 1-0 Komets. Here's a face-off. They're gonna send it out to the center line, and now the Komets play up along the near side. It's Szydlowski. He lost the puck, and turning the corner is Walker. Walker turns on the Jets, tries to center, and it's broken up by the Komets, and it rolls to Garrett Bartus.
Komet defense getting back, had a bit of an angle on the man, was able to keep him wide, tried to throw it in the high slot, and again Bartus reached out, grabbed the puck, got them a whistle.
Face off to the left of Garrett Bartus. Bartus has won 5 straight decisions, hasn't lost since December 13th at Cincinnati.
Face off in the Komet zone. Fresh lines for both teams on the ice.
And it's Justin Hodgman, who already got an assist 15 seconds into this hockey game, playing in his first game since October 21st. Puck into the corner here in the Komet zone. It's controlled by the Rush. Up along the far side. Now stick handle back below the line as Chase Lang puts it out in front. That goes through the crease. Back up along the far side, centering play. Hodgman is there, gets it over to Jason Binkley. He'll play it off the glass, and that's going to come down into the Rush zone.
The icing.
And a face-off coming back down into the Komet zone. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Komets up 1-0 here in the first period at the Coliseum against the Rapid City Rush. Only time we play these guys this season. As the Komets stake to the early lead, play comes here in the Komet zone. Here's a shot that's going to be deflected. Szydlowski will play it up along the near boards. Here's Sivak giving it a poke, and it's tangled up along the near side. It is Curtis Leonard down there. Dennis Kravchenko down there as well. Now it pops loose. Bobby Shea. Oh, it's intercepted. Here's a shot. Oh, Buck in front by Cheek, and now back up along the near side. Cheek a little slow getting up after absorbing that big shot. And Rapid City, they still have got the puck in the Komet zone. Here's a shot that's going to go off the end boards, and it's going to be Kravchenko getting rid of it.
He just dumps it out through center,
and it's going to come up along the near wall. Janice will get it in the Komet zone. Can't do anything with it as Bobby Shea is there. Now Marcotte over to Kravchenko. Dumps it into the Rapid City zone, and the Rush will pick up the puck. Josh Elms on the left side and moves it ahead. Here's Kenton Miller, the former Komet. He'll take a shot. Save made by Bartus. And it's Jamie Shasma, far side, held in on the point. Another shot. That's blocked. Now the Komets have got it. Sean Szydlowski got a man in front of him.
Trying to hit him.
Jardin tried to get it to him, and now it's going to be broken up. Now into the neutral zone. Kenton Miller with it. Down to 13:33 to go in the first. Big hit at the center line by Shafsma. Now Sean Szydlowski has got the puck in the Rapid City zone. Here is Lowney coming down low. Now back up to Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski wrapped up on the play. He is still on his feet. Got a man all over him. And now it's going to be dropped down low into the corner.
Man in front.
Got it. Here's a shot save made by Vey. Tries to put it in off of his pad. Garrett Thompson.
That's twice.
And he makes the save.
That's twice Thompson's been robbed by Vey. Once on the right wing here, and that time on the left wing. And he's been stoned by Vey twice on pretty good passes right across the goal mouth. And Thompson just not able to get it up high enough as Vey gets the pads down and gets the whistle.
Face off to the right of Adam Vey. And here's Justin Hodgman to take the face-off. Hodgman and Chase Lang. And it comes up top. Here is Soul with a blast. And the save made by Vey. Rebound comes up top to the blue line. Still held in. Out on the far side was Szydlowski with it. He is going to dish it over to Borman. And now the Komets take it away. It is Cody Soul back in his own zone. Gives it up to Logan Nelson. Nelson cross-ice pass. That is going to be tipped. That almost
going after the coaches.
Got the dome of Gary Graham over there. So 12:49 to go in the first. Komets up 1-0.
Face off just outside the Komet zone. Line change by the Komets. And we'll see the Rush stick the way they are. So fresh lineup for the Komets. 12:49 to go. 4 shots by the Komets. 3 by the Rush. Komets up by 1 though.
Dante Salaturo will take the face-off for Rapid City. Dennis Kravchenko will oppose him in the face-off circle. And here's the drop, going to come off the wall. And coming down on the left side, Kravchenko takes the puck away, and here's Bobby Shea with it. Shea is going to get chased. He lost the handle on it. Comes up to the blue line, held in by Sivak. He's going to put it over onto the left wing where the Komets come back on D. And it's going to be dumped all the way down by Shea. Borman will take it into his zone, settles the puck down, and he is going to give it over to Riley Szydlowski. Cross-ice pass, Borman with it again, now on the far side, tipped into the Komet zone, trickles over the line, and Loic Marcotte is there for Fort Wayne. He will skate with it, grabs the Rapid City blue line in front. Here's a shot, that's going to go wide.
DeJardin let that go.
And here's Mason Baptista creeping in, comes up top. Here's a shot by Cody Soul. That is deflected, and that will go out of play.
Soul, the big wind-up at the blue line, but the Rapid City player got right in his face, got the stick out there, and it went way high up over the glass. Whistles from the face-off will stay in the Rapid City zone.
Face off to the right of Adam Vey. And here's Baptista. Baptista will take it, comes down into the corner. Out there by Ian Brady. And now the Rapid City Rush will pick up the puck, and it's going to come all the way into the Komet zone. It's Cody Soul right there at the blue line. Sends it back ahead. It's Garrett Thompson over to Mason Baptista. Can't get to it as he enters the zone. It's going to go back behind the net. Here's Matt Cato up along the far side, held in at the blue line by the Komets. Rolls down to Vey, and Vey will stop it. They'll say the Komets are offsides, so now they got to tag up, and now Rapid City, they've got the puck. Skating forward with it is Ian Brady. Got a man on him. Dishes over to Kent Miller. Miller will come down into the corner here into the Komet zone. Comes out in front, and it's knocked away. Still out in front. Here's a shot. Knocked
blocked
down.
Again.
And
get on him, guys.
The circle to the blue line. Here's a shot. That's going to go wide off the stick of Janice. Back on the phone. It's going to go in.
Well, Bartus had lost his stick. That was the problem. And he was reaching around for it. Puck went over to the far boards. Rapid City realized it, took the shot from a bad angle. And unfortunately, Bartus couldn't get his stick and get a handle on it to be able to direct the puck away from the net. Went under a stick in the net. They tie it up.
1-1 is the score. Komets and Rush, 11-12 to go in the first.
8:48 that came
See
up.
the replay. The puck comes up along the far side. It was just dumped in, and Bartus was trying to get in on that far side post, and it just crept under his left pad. So 1-1, that's the score. Matt Cato will get credit for the goal as play resumes down here in the Komet zone. Up along the far side, Trevor Cheek can't do anything with it. We go back behind the net. And Trevor Cheek has got it now up along the far side. Komets got numbers. They cross over the line. Cross-ice pass comes to Lowney, goes over his stick. And now it's going to be moved ahead, and it's going to be picked up by Rapid City up along the far side. And now it's going to trickle into the Komet zone. Here's Justin Hodgman jabbing away at it. He can't quite wrestle it away. Puck is still loose. Comes up top of the circle. Now Hodgman has got it. He will flip it ahead and back into the Rapid City zone it goes. Up along the far side. Rush have got it. And it's Szydlowski up along the near side. Gives it to Chase Lang. Now he'll carry it over the line. Now coming down on Bartus. Here's a shot. He got a piece of it. Jack Walker with the shot. Now up along the near side. It's going to go back behind the net. Rapid City got a man out in front. Intercepted. Ryan Lowney. Lowney will move it ahead. Here's Marcotte. Marcotte will carry it over the line. Desjardins with it. Now back to Marcotte. Marcotte coming down the net. Vey going to go back behind the net. Pushed off the play. And it's going to be Desjardins with it. He'll center it up. Kravchenko trying to reach for it. And it's poked away. Comes to Vey. Oh, the puck was loose and the referee blew the whistle.
Yeah, quick whistle on the play as Vey was scrambling around to get it. Crowd didn't like it, but the referee got the whistle quick. Face-off will stay in the rush zone.
9:54 to go in the first. 1-1. That's our score. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Ready for a new apartment? You don't have to look far. St. Joe Place has everything you could ever want in an apartment complex. Internet, cable, washer and dryer. It's all included in your monthly rent. There's also a basketball court, an outdoor grilling area, pool and hot tub, and the list goes on and on. St. Joe Place is leasing 2- and 4-bedroom apartments and now offering 3 bedrooms. Living at St. Joe Place Apartments, you'll quickly realize how great the staff and apartments really are. Call 444-3000 or visit stjoeplace.com.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
And now, back to Komet Hockey.
9:54 to go in the first. We're tied at 1. Komets and the Rush, the only time they play this season. As the puck is moved into the neutral zone, Bobby Shea pushes it ahead. Now up along the far side, Desjardins will get it in. Out on Vey, and he will make the grab. Desjardins was trying to float it down in front, and Vey comes out and makes the grab.
Matt Cato for Rapid City gets credit for the goal that tied it up. 8:48 of this first period. We got a tie score at 1. Face-off to stay in the rush zone as the Komets change up the forward line. Szydlowski out there right now.
Face-off to the
Baptista.
right. Yep, Mason Baptista will take the face-off. Salaturo will be in for Rapid City. Tied up on the circle. Now it comes down low. Szydlowski all alone in front. He shoots it up. Bad save. Comes up top. Here is Leonard. Leonard in the high slot. He'll take a shot. That is blocked. Puck rolls around in front, and it's picked up by the Rush. Now intercepted right at the red line. Garrett Thompson quickly turns it away, but back comes Sivak and the Rapid City Rush. He'll take a shot. That's going to be whipped wide back on the far side. Picked up by Rapid City backhander. That goes. Sivak will take another shot. Goes off the side of the cage. Garrett Thompson with it. Gets it over to Mason Baptista. Now back to Thompson on the far side. It is Mason Baptista to the blue line. Here's Sean Szydlowski over his stick. And now back into the Rapid City zone. Salaturo, his pass can be picked off at center ice by Sean Szydlowski. Now Cody Soul drifts back into his own end, and the Komets try and regroup. 1-1, that's our score as Jason Binkley handles the puck quickly out to Justin Hodgman. Hodgman gets hooked up on the play, back up along the far side, and it's Cody Soul. He takes a shot on Vey. He'll make the stop. And now quickly moving it up along the left side, Josh Elms into the Komet zone. And it's Cody Soul, far side Marco Waugh. He is trying to go to Hodgman, and pass was ripped off the boards and back the other direction. Komets back with it here in neutral territory. Marco Waugh carries it over, moves to his left. Now Waugh looking for someone to give it to, drops it down low, and it's going to be Crunk. Back down low to Waugh. Waugh tangled up down here in the corner.
Crunker, hey.
Now up along the near side as Cheek dumps his man on the play. It's going to go back behind the net. Don Oliveri, he will get it up along the far side. Now it's going to trickle into the Komet zone. It'll hit off the end boards, and Jason Binkley will move it over to Cody Soul. Now Justin Hodgman with it. Hodgman will get to his own blue line. Got a man up along the near side. It's Marco Waugh. Waugh comes down into the corner. Got a man on him. Now Waugh got it taken off his stick up along the far side to the blue line. It's Jamie Shasma. Shasma down low to Waugh. Along the far side, Kravchenko calling for the puck. Couldn't get a shot off. Comes down low. Gets some pressure from Chase Lang.
Point.
Comes up top of the blue line, and it's Lowney. Lowney got a pocket pick. And coming all the way down is Jack Walker.
Offside.
Penalty is going to be called. So Walker took the puck right away from Lowney, was going to walk in on a breakaway.
Well, called it hooking on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got the stick underneath his armpit and sort of spun him around a bit and stole the puck off him. Took off for a breakaway, then the whistle blowing as the hooking called. And the Komets get a bit of a break there as defenseman Lowry got his pocket picked pretty good, but the hook was the result of it. Face off back in the Rapid City zone. Komets go on power play.
Komets 25 power play goals on 141 chances this season. We got a tie game at 1, 7:23 to go in the first.
Szydlowski, Baptista out there up front.
And up along the side to the blue line, it is Jason Binkley. Couldn't do anything with it. The rush will clear the zone. It's going to go off the end boards. Snagged by Garrett Bartus, and he gives it to Jason Binkley. Binkley to the blue line, skates right directly up the middle, drops it off to Sean Szydlowski. Now Szydlowski will enter the zone. Szydlowski, stick handling, comes up along the near side. Szydlowski up top of the blue line, belongs to Binkley. Return pass to Szydlowski, got a man in front. It was Baptista, couldn't tip it wide.
Couldn't handle it.
Garrett Thompson down low into the corner. He tries to center it, comes up to Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski over to Marco Waugh. Waugh with it, stick handles, lost it, and that'll give the Rush a chance to clear it out. All the way down. Here's Garrett Bartus. Gets out of the pipes. He will stop the puck. The Komets have got 1:12 to go in the power play. Sean Szydlowski brings it ahead. Comes to center ice. Gives it over to Trevor Cheek. Cheek on the right wing. His shot is going to be blocked. Going to go onto the far side corner. Justin Hodgman up along the far side, and here is Kravchenko up top to Shea. Look at this puck movement. Komets coming down low. It is Cheek with it. Going to go back behind the net up along the far side. Komets working it. Bobby Shea now. Cross ice pass. Kravchenko now to Shea.
Shot.
High slot. Sean Szydlowski back to Shea. Back on the far side, and it's Shea with it again. Here's a shot, and a save made by Bay.
Hodgman couldn't get it.
Back up along the far side, Kravchenko to Shea at the blue line. Here's Shea to Sean Szydlowski. Sit on the right side, tried to put it out in front, rolled off the stick.
Yep, too many passes, guys.
And the Rush will clear the zone with just 20 seconds to go in the power play. Comes down to Garrett Bartus. Bartus to Bobby Shea. Shea up along the near side. We're down to 10 seconds to go in the power play. And here's Gabriel Desjardins. He'll give it a go. Enters the zone. Up top we come. The pass is going to be tipped. Shea's got to go back for it. And Bobby Shea will gather it up with 2 seconds to go on the power play. Shea over the line here on the right side. Got a man in front. It was Cheek. And Vey steers it into the corner. Coming back in front of the net. Komets still have it. Comes up to the blue line. And now the Rush. And they're going to pick it. Going to come on to Jack Walker. Walker
the net. Heads
goes
up.
Back behind the net. Walker, this guy can fly. Coming up along the far side. Comes up to the blue line. Now he wheels it around the net. 15 minutes have passed here in the first period. Komets 1, Rush 1. Dennis Kravchenko out to Ryan Lowney. Lowney will take a shot. That's going to go over the glove of Bay. And back up along the near side. It's Jack Walker with it. Back up along the far boards. Sends it ahead. And it's going to come into the Komet zone. They're over the line, and they're on sides. As it comes down into the corner, Logan Nelson to Ryan Lowney. He's going to move it ahead. Sevac will grab it. He'll make the turn. And back into the Komet zone where Ryan Lowney is there on D. Quickly ahead here. Here's Luke Marcotte. Over to Logan Nelson, back on the far side. He dangles around. Now he's going to go back behind the net. Logan Nelson comes up top of the blue line. Oh, Jamie Shasma was there, couldn't handle it. Shasma playing defense tonight as he will drift back into a zone with 4:10 now to go in the first. It's going to be sent ahead, and it's Logan Nelson with it. He is going to zip it forward, comes off the wall, and back come the Rush on the left wing. Knocked aside at the blue line, and they're going to get it deep into the corner. Going to go in front, kicked out of there by Garrett Bartus. And here is Mason Baptista. Baptista to Marcotte. Marcotte over the line, tries to put it out in front. Here's a shot that goes wide. Far side to Baptista, and now it comes into the neutral zone. Cody Souls there. He puts it back into the Rapid City zone. Now a quick pass forward. Sivak couldn't handle it. Up along the far boards. The Rush back into the Komet zone. And they're offsides. That's going to be an icing.
That'll bring it back.
3:33 to go in the first. 1-1 is our score. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
This team's pretty quick. They're forcing us to make mistakes on the passing. Face-off in the Komets in
Rapid City
zone. Hodgman get kicked out.
Trevor Cheek now will be inserted in the face-off circle. And played up along the far boards. Dumped out of there by Anthony Collins. And it's going to be sent in on Bartus. Going to go wide to the net, coming down low into the corner. And we're going to go back behind the net. Now it is Paul Janice. Back up along the far side. Rapid City controlling the puck in the Komet zone. Take a funny hop off the glass as Curtis Leonard now will pick it up. And now Justin Hodgman. Hodgman will skate with it. Grabs his own blue line. Now right down the middle of the ice. He'll get it into the Rapid City zone. And it's going to be just offside.
Yeah, too many drags and too many fancy moves going across that blue line. Everybody got a little anxious. Offside. Face-off comes back outside the zone. And line changes come up. 3:01 to go in the period.
We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo. Face-off up along the near side, and it is the Rapid City Rush getting it out. Here's Jack Walker up along the far side. Comes out in front of the net. Here's a shot save made by Bartus, and hanging on is number 60.
Yeah, a little sloppy in front there. The Komets cut the man off, but the puck squirted out in front. One of the Rapid City players comes in late, got a piece of it, took a bit of a shot. Bartus had to make the save, and then a big scramble at the goal mouth, but they hold on. But loose pucks running around the front of that net. Too many of them.
2:50 now to go in the first. And Garrett Bartus starting to warm up. 1-1 is our score. Shots in the game are 8-5 in favor of Rapid City.
Yeah, they've come on pretty strong lately. Their speed is starting to pick up, forcing our defense to give the puck away a little too much right now. Move the puck quicker, guys.
And it's hard to believe we only have 5 shots on goal. I like to see the number of shots toward the net. But so far, not very many. Adam Vey has had to play. Puck will be up along the far side, or the far side of Garrett Bartus on the left. And it's Dennis Kravchenko to take the faceoff. Sivak will take the face-off for Rapid City. And it's Dennis Kravchenko on the draw for the Komets. Going to come down low off the glass. And it's Curtis Leonard. Now the Komets trying to get in the Rapid City zone. Can't do it. It's coming back the other direction. Sivak will grab it. Sivak will go back behind the net. Looking for someone to give it to. Forced wide by Leonard. Comes up to the blue line. Marcotte knocks his man off the play. Now Marcotte, he's got the puck. 2-on-2 as they cross over the line. It's Marcotte on the far side. He's pushed off the play. And now down low into the corner. It's Muraman up along the far side, and now the Rush will get it out of their territory. It's going to trickle into the Komet zone. Here's Mason Baptista with it. Baptista into the Rapid City end. Coming in front. Here's a shot. Score! Mason Baptista.
Another giveaway by the Rapids defense as they give the puck right back to Baptista. He was cruising in right on his stick. One-timer past the goaltender before he could move. And both goals have basically been giveaways by the defense as the Komets have capitalized.
And that one was gift wrapped at Mason Baptista.
1750, that one.
Came right down in front of the net, and the puck just hit his tape, and he was about 5 foot out, and he was able to snap it past Adam Vey, and the Komets lead it 2-1 with 2:18 to go in the first.
Baptista's 12th of the season.
Mason Baptista has already eclipsed his point total from last year, and we're just a little over halfway through the season. There is Cody Soul with the shot. That's going to be blocked up along the far side, and it's going to be dumped all the way down to the Comet blue line. Binkley is there, sends it out to Garrett Thompson. And here is Cody Soul. Soul over to Jason Binkley. Moves it quickly on the far side to Garrett Thompson. Thompson comes over the line. Toe dragging around. Lost the puck. It's going to go up along the far side. Here's Andrew Miller. Miller to skate with it. And now he puts it into the Comet zone. Down here into the corner. And it's going to be picked up by the Comets. Played up along the near boards. And all the way out of the zone. Ian Brady with it. Sends it over on to the left wing. And the puck now rolling around into the neutral zone, and now it's going to come back into the Rapid City end. Now the pass is going to come up along the far side. It's going to be Cato. Lost his stick as the puck comes down to Bartus. He will play it off the glass. Tries to rim it around, and here's Jason Binkley out to Justin Hodgman.
Last minute of the period.
Puck comes off the boards. And now Rapid City, they've got the puck. Jack Walker up along the left wing. Over to Chase Lang, now back in the Rapid City zone with 45 seconds to play in the first period. Comets up 2-1.
Stay up on them, guys. Don't back in.
Puck comes into the Comet zone here in the corner. Here's Cody Soul. Soul gives it up to Trevor Cheek, and now the Comets trying to break it out here. Comets on a line change as now Wall's going to flip it in. He'll chase after it. Wazowski will play up on the far side, and now it's going to be sent into the neutral zone. It is Ryan Lowney off the wall. Kravchenko was there. He's met there by Chase Lang, and it's going to come up along the far boards. Kravchenko will dig after it. Took a nasty hit. Comes up along the far side. Kravchenko lost his helmet. He's got to race over to the bench. Puck will come all the way down to the Comet zone with 6 seconds to play. And Ryan Lowney, he's got the puck. He's going to skate with it. He will wrap it off the end boards as the period comes to a close. 2-1. That's our score. The Comets get the lead on Mason Baptista's goal late in the first period. But this Rapid City team, they've shown a lot of speed out there, Robbie, and had a lot of problems with it there in the first period.
Well, both teams are having the same problem. The speed of both forward lines from the Comets and from Rapid City are putting a lot of pressure on both the defense. We've seen Rapid City have problems. 15-second mark, they give the puck away. Wall capitalize on it. And then the 17:50 mark, Baptista gets in. Their defense makes a mistake behind their goaltender, and all of a sudden Baptista picks up the loose puck and puts it away. Comets in the same zone. A lot of pressure on them, and they scramble around quite a bit. Their passing isn't sharp, but I think it's due to the quick skating and good forechecking of this Rapid City team. So pretty exciting period, and we went through that in pretty good time. Not a lot of whistles.
That's right. 2-1 is our score. This game moving at a pretty good clip. We'll take a break. Big City Cars big intermission shows coming up. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Hey, Komets fans, put a new truck in your driveway this hockey season. Take a test drive in a Chevy or GMC truck made right here in Northeast Indiana by your friends and neighbors in the UAW. Union members build quality into every full-size pickup that GM Fort Wayne Assembly builds. Union labor has been building trucks in Fort Wayne for over 30 years. Visit your local Chevy or GMC dealer and drive the union-made quality that makes buying a new truck such a great value. GMC and Chevrolet full-size pickup trucks, built by the hard-working men and women of UAW Local 2209. Put union-built quality to work for your family.
Miller Lite is the original light beer, and we'll always brew it to have more taste, with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis, 12 fluid ounces. Less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
The puck has dropped on another Comet season. And what better way to get ready to watch the K's than with a pregame party? Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls and your party spread will put the biscuit in the basket for your guests. To face off with some great sandwich ideas for your party, visit AuntMillie's.com. Whatever you put inside the sandwich, it's always a winner when you include Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls. And speaking of winners, go Comets!
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service.
Life can be
Angola.
unpredictable. One minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
Dock and Surf is the place you can find service 24 hours a day.
Hi folks, Pat Miller telling you the Dock Dancer will always do whatever it takes to keep you and your family cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And now they've teamed up with Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems to offer the right combination of Bryant brand equipment for your home. That includes central air units, Bryant furnaces, heat pumps, and advanced thermostat technology, including Bryant's Wi-Fi controls. Call the Dock and Loves to make house calls at 744-3251, 744-3251.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum where our score is 2-1. Komets over the Rapid City Rush. Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons here tonight as the Komets return home briefly. We are back on the road tomorrow, 8 o'clock start time in Wheeling, West Virginia, and the Komets will be back at home really for most of the month of February. So this is going to be an important month for the Komets to make a move on the Toledo Walleye. We are just 4 points back of the Walleye in first place, and the Walleye have played 2 more games than the Fort Wayne Komets. So that's some good news, but making up some ground here in February, starting with tonight's game with Rapid City, the only time we see Rapid City all season, and they are on a 3-game losing streak, and right now the Komets have got the lead after 20 minutes of play. Take a look at our shots on goal being brought to you by Combat Ops Arena, mission-based laser tag, mini bowling, an arcade, and a cafe full of food and beer. Combat Ops Arena in Fort Wayne on Lay Road, just east of Lima. Rapid City in the first period, they had 8 shots, the Komets with 6. As we recap the scoring, Marco Waugh got us going just 15 seconds into this game, his 10th of the season, and Justin Hodgman, welcome back to the lineup. Hodgie has not been in a Komet uniform since October 21st. Pays off right away, gets an assist, his 2nd of the season on Marco Waugh's 10th goal. Again, just 15 seconds into the first period. Rapid City tied it up at 8:48. Matt Cato, his 3rd of the season. Brady and Janice with the assist. And then Mason Baptista, his 12th of the season at 17:50. And Sean Szydlowski with the assist. And now Sean Szydlowski has got 50 points, which pulls him in a tie with Casey Piro-Zabatel for the league lead in scoring. Now Sean Szydlowski has got 50 points in now 38 games, where Piro-Zabatel, he's got 50 points in 45 games. So Sean Szydlowski putting together another impressive season with the Fort Wayne Komets. 2-1, that's our score. Let's take a break. We'll come back and have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Look at that mouth. That poor, parched mouth. What'd you eat for lunch? Chalk dust? Did your face storm a sandcastle? You're being awfully quiet. Is that because your mouth feels like the business end of a Dremel saw? Is it because your mouth just wrote a haiku and all 17 syllables were dry heaves? Right now, your mouth could be tongue-bathing in the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Instead, it feels like you've been motorboating King Tut's sarcophagus. Show some mercy. Crack open an ice-cold Mountain Dew. You know your mouth wants you to. Do the deal.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party. Half off the first date. Half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, the Komets have got a 2-1 lead over the Rapid City Rush. Now let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard being brought to you by Meyer, as we have got some games already in the second period, starting with tomorrow's opponent, the Wheeling Nailers. They are up 5-2 on the Indy Fuel tonight. They are at home in Wheeling, West Virginia. The Brampton Beast 5, the Manchester Monarchs 2. They are done with 40 minutes in Manchester. 5-1, the Reading Royals are up on the Norfolk Admirals. That one's going to the third period. Worcester Railers 2 and the Adirondack Thunder nothing. That one is also going into the third period. At the end of 2, it is South Carolina 3, the Orlando Solar Bears 2. The Jacksonville Icemen, they're up 1-0 early in the second period against the Atlanta Gladiators down in Florida tonight. And also another Florida team in action, the Florida Everblades. They are tied at 1 with the Greenville Swamp Rabbits down in Estero, Florida tonight. The Allen Americans won, the Colorado Eagles nothing. That one is done with 1 period of play. Cincinnati Cyclones have been on a bit of a slide. They're up 2-0 on the Kansas City Mavericks in Independence, Missouri. That game is done with 20 minutes of play. Wichita 2 and the Tulsa Oilers 1. No score between the Kalamazoo Wings and the Quad City Mallards. And then one more game yet to get underway. It is the Utah Grizzlies at the Idaho Steelheads. And don't forget the simple savings you get with Meyer M-Perks, digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meyer.com. And one team you notice not in that Myers out-of-town scoreboard, it was the Toledo Walleye. They are idle tonight. So tonight is one of those games that the Komets can make up on Toledo's. Toledo has been in 2 more games than the Fort Wayne Komets. As we look at the rest of the standings in the Central Division, Komets and Walleye 1-2 in the Central Division. Then you've got Kansas City, Kalamazoo, and Cincinnati right now. They are out of the playoffs right now with 46 points, as Kalamazoo has now opened up a healthy lead on Cincinnati for that 4th and final playoff spot. And then you've got Indianapolis and Quad City. Indianapolis playing much better at late. They are at the 500 mark, 41 points. And right now the Central Division is very tight, just like it is in the North Division, where the Wheeling Nailers, tomorrow's opponent, they are trying to get back into first place. Right now they are 2 points of Manchester for the top spot in the North Division. Tomorrow it is Wheeling and the Komets. 8 o'clock will be the start time, and you can hear that game right here on WoWo. Let's take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Keep your staff connected with Motorola two-way radios from ERS OCI Wireless, like the Komets do. ERS OCI Wireless is located on Earth Drive in Fort Wayne. They're a Motorola partner providing wireless voice and data systems to public safety, education, healthcare, and enterprise customers throughout Indiana for the past 68 years. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584. Or online at www.ers-oci.com.
New year, new ride. It's the Start Something New sales event at Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Huge savings across the board, like save thousands on remaining 2017 Chrysler Pacificas, as well as the brand new 2018s, or score huge bonus cash up to $3,000 off 2017 Journeys, plus huge savings on Challengers, Chargers, and up to $13,000 off select Rams. Oh my! The Start Something New sales event going on now under the giant American flag on Coliseum, or visit us online at glenbrookdodge.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, where the Komets are up 2-1 on Rapid City. The only time we see these guys this season, so it is a series of 1 here tonight. Got a couple of those with a couple of teams this year, Orlando being one of them as well. The Komets have got a lot of home games coming up here at the Coliseum, so don't miss your chance to see the Komets during the month of February. After tonight, a game in Wheeling, and then 2 games at home, both against the Wichita Thunder, coming up on Wednesday Wednesday the 7th and Friday the 9th. And now coming up on Wednesday, it is a Deuces Wild Wednesday. You can get 2 Pepsi Zone tickets for just $22 and $2 beers and soda all game long. It is also season ticket exchange night, so get your tickets for the Komets and Wichita coming up 7:30 this Wednesday. And then after an off day, Wichita will still be in town, and we'll be playing them on the 9th. And it'll be 8 o'clock will be the start time. It is marathon night, and it's also kids seat free night. Any child under the age of 12 can see the game for free next Friday with a full paid adult ticket. So the Komets and Wichita back-to-back games next week, next Wednesday and next Friday. Don't miss a chance to see the Komets during the month of February. Let's take a break. We're in the middle of the first intermission. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, cause we can make it right. Bumping, thumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmissions. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years, Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmissions. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
With 24 locations throughout Indiana, Ruoff Home Mortgage is proud of our hometown Komets and proud of our deep roots. For more than 30 years, our home loan experts have provided thousands of Hoosier families the best personalized mortgage experience. Home ownership begins here. Stop by any of our offices or apply online today at ruoff.com. Ruoff Home Mortgage is licensed by the Indiana DFI, license 109914. This is not an offer, an extension of credit, or commitment to lend. Equal housing lender.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, both teams set to retake the ice for the second period. Good crowd on hand here at the Coliseum. As I mentioned right before we went to break, a lot of home games coming up in the month of February, which will set up an epic long road trip coming up in March. The Komets will play the most games on the road in team history, and that's saying something. That's in the month of March. So Komets will be away from home there in the third month of the year. So get your tickets for all the action coming up in February. Komets got to take care of business here against Rapid City. We've got the lead going into the second period, and the Komets have the lead after 20 minutes, 10-2 on the season, as the Komets getting goals in the first period from Marco Waugh and Mason Baptista. But maybe the most important point of the night, Justin Hodgman gets an assist just 15 seconds into the game, as Hodgman seen his first action since being injured back in October. So we're wishing Haji some good vibes here tonight as he pays off, as he gets an assist in the first period. Garrett Bartus, he is going to be the number one man here, as Michael Hauser, he was called up to Tucson late last night. He left this morning. Not sure when he will be back, so it is Garrett Bartus' show for the short term, and right now made a couple of key saves in that first period. Looking sharp as Garrett Bartus has won 5 straight decisions. We'll take a break. Second period coming up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Hi, Komet fans. This is
head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak in Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Komet jersey. Check out the Komet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks, made from scratch sides, fresh baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Komets.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
The factory outlet sale at the King of Carts Superstore in Fort Wayne is going on now. Instant in-store rebates, manager's specials, and other incentives available on nearly every custom golf cart on the showroom floor. King of Carts has a large custom golf car inventory built with pride right here in Fort Wayne. Gas or electric, 4- or 6-seaters, we have them in stock and ready to ride. The King of Carts Golf Car Superstore is located at 1818 Research Drive, Fort Wayne. Take the Lima Road exit 311B off I-69. King of Carts, the destination for custom golf carts in Northeast Indiana.
This is Komet Hockey.
Just underway here in the second period. Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons with you here tonight's face-off will be in the Rapid City zone as the face-off came right down to Adam Vey. He makes the stop, face-off to his left, and Justin Hodgman will take it. Hodgman digs in there, comes up to the blue line. Draw. Jamie Schassman with a shot, and Vey sees it right into the glove.
Hodgman wins the draw, gets it back to Schassman, lets the wrist shot go, wait for everybody to come from the circle, and then head for the net. Nobody was able to get a stick on it. Vey made the save without any problem.
Face off to the right of Vey, Justin Hodgman in there. Hodgman gets ready to drop the puck. Hodgman gets the stick on the ice, and the puck comes up along the near side to the blue line, and Rapid City will get it out of there. Chase Lang will bring it up along the near side, centers it, nobody home, up along the far boards. Szydlowski back behind the net. Marco was there. He drops it off. Now the rush. They've got the puck. Down low in the corner, and it's Jack Walker. Walker, here's a shot. That's going to go wide. It's going to hit the glass on the far side. Now we go back down low to Chase Lang. Coming up along the near side, Justin Hodgman swipes it away, and it's Ryan Lowney with it. Lowney to Marco Waugh. He will flip it into the Rapid City zone. Going to come off the end boards down in the corner. And Areski will go back behind his net. Riley Szydlowski will give it a look. Just 1 minute has passed here in the first period. Still 2-1 Komets. Back up along the near side. Dumped into the Komet zone. Back behind the net. It is Bartus. Misplayed it for a moment, but it's going to be Bobby Shea to rip it away. Back up along the near side and out of the zone. And all the way back into the Rapid City zone, they quickly move it forward. Levens will get it over the line, not for long. Back, here he comes. It's Desjardins, got a man. Desjardins is going to stop, toss it over. Here is Leonard with a shot.
On the net.
Made, and hanging on is Vey.
And Komet forward, Desjardins, he held on to the puck, waiting for the Komet defense to move up. Threw it back across the ice. Hit the defenseman with the stick. Leonard right in, got the shot on the net. Vey made the save, no rebound on it, but nice play by Desjardins to hold on to as long as he did, get it to the man he wanted to.
Face-off to the right of Vey. Here's Mason Baptista on the face-off. Scott Binkley and Cody Soul. It's going to go back to Soul. Here's a shot, and Vey right into the glove.
Again, the Komets winning a lot of draws right now. They get that back to Soul. One-timer through the screen, and Vey was able to see it and grab it.
Same spot as
Baptista
before.
in there for the draw.
And Baptista, again, Soul. Back at the blue line, awaits the puck. Binkley to his left. Garrett Thompson and Szydlowski are the wingers. Now the puck comes into the corner, going to come off the boards, and it's Jason Binkley with it. Tries to catch up to it here on the left side. Now comes down into the corner. Everybody down low. Mason Baptista as well. Mason Baptista will go back behind the net. Here's Garrett Thompson with the puck. Thompson up along the near side. Thompson looking for someone. He's
last man, heads up.
The puck is taken away by Cato. Cato will bring it over the line. Cato now will stop looking for somebody. Cato has got it, and the whistle will blow. Interference.
Yeah, coming from behind the play, the Komets offense grabbed onto somebody as they had a 3-on-2 breaking down the ice. They forced the interference call, and the Komets will be a man short.
And it's Garrett Thompson going to the box. Just the second penalty of the game on the Komets.
Faceoff will stay in the Komet zone. Man short for 2 minutes. Right there. There's the hook.
Face off to the right of Garrett Bartus. And Trevor Cheek will take it. And it comes all the way up top of the blue line and out of the zone. Szydlowski couldn't catch up to it. He's going to go all the way back into his own end. And now the Rush will start things up from their own end. They're on a power play here. Komets lead it 2-1. Ian Brady will bring it over the line. Bumped over. Comes over to Szydlowski. He'll wrap it around the boards. Back behind the net. Bobby Shea tracks after it. Far side. Here's Gabriel Desjardins. Desjardins gets tangled up in the feet of the winger up along the far side. Now it's going to come to Trevor
Cheeks
Cheek.
in there.
Now Leonard has got it. Leonard will take a look. Taking his time. Moves it ahead off the stick at Cheek. But more importantly, comes into the Rapid City zone. Komets skating a man down. Here's Brady on the near side. Drifts it back, and that is going to go over the line. The Rapid City got to get back on sides. The puck comes down to Adam Vey. And Rapid City, they've got the puck. Szydlowski back below.
1 minute power play.
Szydlowski to Borman. And now he will skate forward with it. Gets to his own blue line. Salatero over the line. Dishes over off the backhand. Here's Sivak. Sivak in the corner. Comes up along the near wall. Comes up to the blue line. Here's Cato. Cross-ice pass. Rapid City on a power play. And he sneak in. Comes up to the blue line. Cato with it. Back to Sivak. Sivak on the right wing. Sneaking in. Here's a shot. Save made Bartus. And he'll hang on to it with a whistle.
He just cut the angle down. Went down. Took the shot on the short side. Held on to the puck. That'll get him a change in the lineups. And we got, 31 seconds left in power play time to Rapid City right now.
Face off to the left of Bartus. And here is, it's going to take it. Going to be Kravchenko. Chase Lang will be his opponent in the face-off circle. And the puck is dropped up along the near side to the blue line. It's going to be fumbled. It's going to get over the line. And up along the near boards. Rapid City trying to get it back in the Komet zone. Can't do it. It's going to go back all the way into the Rapid City end with 16 seconds to go on the power play. Matt Cato trying to get loose. Now to Borman. Now return pass to Cato. Cato comes over to Borman. He will carry it over the line. Onsides this time with 6 seconds to go on the power play. Curtis Leonard gives it a whack. It's to Marco Wall, but the Komets can't clear it.
All even, 5-on-5. Good job, Komets.
Here's Bobby Shea, far side. His pass is intercepted, and the Rush quickly move it back forward. Here is Bowerman. Going to come down into the corner. Tries to center it. Rattles it off the side of the net. Back down low, up along the far side, into the corner. And Bobby Shea pins the puck up against the boards. Now everybody down low. Referee not blowing the whistle. Everybody, and I mean everybody, is down there.
6. There goes 7 into the scrum.
And now Waugh is the one who gets it out, but it comes out in front of the net. Now the Komets get it loose. Now Garrett Thompson, the race is on up along the left side. No help as he crosses over the line. Taken off the play. Rolls down
no
the
penalty.
Now Thompson, he gets it in front. Here's a shot that goes high. Dennis Kravchenko in front. Back up top. Here's Jamie Schausman at the blue line. Feeds it over. Here's a shot. Save made by Vey right into the glove.
Komets had a good chance right there. Kravchenko in front of the net. Had the goaltender down. Tried to go top shelf. He may have got a piece of it, but it went up over the net. And the Komets gave up a pretty good scoring chance there with 15-11 to go in the period.
Well, one roster's got Adam Vey listed at 6'5", another one at 6'7", so it doesn't really matter. He's tall. That's a big body that Dennis Kravchenko is trying to navigate around.
Yeah, playing pretty well back there right now. now. 336 goals against average, 9 wins and 11 losses.
Here's a quick shot off the face-off. It's going to be blocked. Coming up to the blue line. The Komets trying to get it back into the zone. Now it's dumped into the neutral zone. Puck rolling around. And now Justin Hodgman. He's got the puck. Hodgie will drift all the way back. And Hodgman will grab the blue line. He is going to go right down the middle of the ice. Hodgman stick handling, trying to go coast to coast here. Got the puck taken away at the last second by Elms. Now the Rush will pick up the puck. 14:42 to go in the second. Komets are up 2-1. Here's a shot. Bartus will make the save.
Up off the chest.
And he'll hold it. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Here's a shot by Salatoro, and what a save by Bartus.
Man broke behind the defense a little bit there off his off wing. Let a pretty good wrist shot go. Bartus with the glove hand up high. Snatched it out of the air, made a nice save. Held on for a line change.
Good crowd here at the Coliseum. The Komets have been on a break since the circus has been in town.
And back at it again tomorrow night in Wheeling. So that'll be on WOWO. So get ready for another big game tomorrow night in Wheeling.
I want to say a quick hello to Diane Current, who is listening to the game here tonight. Puck comes up along the near side, down low into the corner, and it's controlled by Rapid City. They come in front. Here's a shot, and it's steered out of there by Shasma. Back up along the near side. And all the way out to Marco Wall. The Komets got
2-on-1, 3-on-1.
Here we come. Lowney jumping up in the play. Lowney coming in front. Here's a shot. Score!
They hit the third man. Yep.
Sean Szydlowski, Marco Wan, Ryan Lowney work it to perfection, and it's 3-1 Komets.
Well, they first broke out 2-on-1, then all of a sudden Lowney caught up to the play. Szydlowski just held on to it, waited for him, drew the defense back as far as he could, threw it in the high slot. Lowney, goaltender all by himself, good shot. Komets go ahead 3-1.
And Ryan Lowney, who got a goal last weekend in Cincinnati, catch and fire. That is his 5th of the season, and the Komets have got a 2-goal lead. 14:04 to go in the second. So out to center ice we come. There's Mason Baptista on the draw, and it's going to come into the Komet zone. Cody Soul's got the puck. Out of Sean Szydlowski, back to Soul. Garrett Thompson will bring it ahead. They're there at the blue line, and played up along the near side. Now back to Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski will bring it over the line. Dishes over to Mason Baptista. Baptista trying to go to Garrett Thompson. The play was broken up. Now back behind the net. Cody Soul with it. Going to go off the leg of Sean Szydlowski. Now on the near side. Here's a quick shot. Oh, knocked down in front by the defenseman. Almost went in. Cody Soul just threw it out in front and hit the defenseman, and Vey had to make a grab. Now Rapid City, they've got the puck, but Cody Soul is there. Knocks the puck back into the Rapid City zone. They thought about playing it, but he is going to leave it for Oliveri. All the way out to the center line, it's going to be Leonard, and they're going to be called for a hand pass as Leonard and Soul came together right at the center ice logo.
They clicked knees a little bit there, too, getting up slowly, both of them, but stretching out, looking to try to get that puck at center ice, and both of them watching the puck and collided a little bit. So face-off will come just outside the Komet blue line. Line changes by everybody. Komets up 3-1.
Face-off will be outside of the Komet blue line. And Kravchenko to take it. And it's going to be into the Rapid City zone. And a along the far side, it's played ahead. The puck is going to trickle into the Comet end, and here is Kravchenko wrapping it off the boards. Here on the near side, it is Desjardins. Cross-ice pass picked up by Bobby Shea. Shea will carry it over the line. He is met there at the blue line. Puck is going to go now back behind the net off the skate of Desjardins. Desjardins chasing after it here on the right side. Now we're going to go back behind the net. Rapid City controlling the puck. Up along the far side. Dereski dropped, lost it. Komets have got it.
Take the shot.
Back up top. Here's Shea with it. He'll take it. It's blocked. Comes out to Kravchenko. Wrapped
Rebound,
up in the play.
save.
Here's the shot. Penalty is going to be called. Delayed call. It's going to be on Rapid City. Play continues up along the far side. Now it's touched. And we're going to have a holding call on Rapid City.
We'll take the power play right now. We're up 3-1. 12:23 to go in the period. Face-off will be in Rapid City zone, and we've got a little momentum right now as Rapid City trying to run around a little too often here. Let's take advantage of them, guys. The last goal at 5:56, Lowney, his 5th of the season. Szydlowski and Waugh get the assists on him.
Shots are even up at 12 tonight. 12:23 to go in the second. Komets up 3-1, and the Komets on their second power play of the game. Mason Baptista will take the face-off as our referee Alex Normandin is giving some instructions to Adam Vey down there. And Mason Baptista will take it. And it's tied up on the circle, up along the far side, and we go back behind the net. And played, it's going to be deflected and out of play. It goes off the stick of Waugh. So we'll have another face-off in the Rapid City zone. 1:53 to go in the power play.
That forces a draw outside of the Rapid City zone. Baptista will take the draw. Thompson and Szydlowski on the line. Drop the puck.
It is Lang and Baptista. Yeah, the linesman taking his sweet time. Now we go. It's going to be Marco Waugh to Jason Binkley. Now back to Waugh. Waugh will enter the Rapid City zone. Garrett Thompson. His pass going to go all the way over onto the far glass where it's picked up by Cato. Cato will clear it down. Can't get it over the line, but not very far down the ice as Garrett Thompson. He's got the puck. Over to Sean Szydlowski. Right at the center line. Now to Garrett Thompson. A little give and go, and the Komets can't get it back in the Rapid City end. Marco Waugh, far side. Now it's going to be dished in. Now Waugh will chase after it. Comes down over to Garrett Thompson. Thompson along the far side. Got a man on him. Is able to get the puck loose. Mason Baptista chases after it. He's met there by Szydlowski. Now on the far side, Garrett Thompson comes into the corner. Marco Waugh now jumps in on. Now it's going to be Baptista back below the goal line.
Trying to use the point. Can't get it to him. There he goes.
There is Binkley at the blue line. Binkley taking a shot.
Right
Save
to the net.
made. Back up along the near side, and the zone will be cleared. All the way down, and it's going to be grabbed by Garrett Bartus. Bartus to Jason Binkley.
Komets change on the fly. Fresh forwards. Hodgman.
Hodgman grabs the puck, skates with it on the far side, over to Trevor Cheek. Cheek will carry it over the blue line. Cheek on the far side, Desjardins to the blue line. Now here's Hodgman. He'll take a turn and with it, put it in front. Here's a shot. Goes wide.
Rebound.
And Bay grabs it. Puck is still loose. Desjardins up top to the blue line. Here's Shea with it. Shea over to Kravchenko. Kravchenko back out to Shea. Now it's Kravchenko top of the circle, creeping and taking a shot. Deflected, and Vey had to make a save. Gonna go below the goal line. Whipped up along the far side. Shea will take it. He's all by himself. Shea now coming down low. Off the stick of Hodgman into the corner. And now Trevor Cheek with it. Cheek up top of the blue line. Here's Kravchenko with 4 seconds to go on the power play. Kravchenko to Hodgman. Top of the circle. Back on the far side.
All even. 5-on-5.
And it's Bobby Shea with it. Up along
Heads
the
up
far
the
side.
center.
Intercepted Ian Brady. And it comes into the Comet zone. Bartus will play it. Near side. It's Hodgman to Trevor Cheek. Stopped in the blue line. Offsides.
That's a good whistle for the Komets there to get organized there at the end of the shift. Rapid City back to full strength. Line change for the Komets. Ready to go just outside their own blue line.
10:09 to go in the second. Komets up 3-1. Face-off will be outside of the Comet blue line, and here's the drop. Rapid City, they win the puck, and all the way back here on the near side, it's Szydlowski. Up along the near boards. And now it's going to be brought into the Comet zone. Salaturo will cycle it around back below the goal line. It is Ryan Lowney. He gets rid of the puck. And here's Garrett Thompson. Far side. Pass a little bit too tall for Marcotte. And into the Rapid City zone it goes. Up along the near boards. Now coming to neutral territory. Played up along the far side. Into the Komet zone. Bearing down on Bartus. He makes the save. And the puck comes down into the corner. Garrett Thompson to Jamie Shafsma. Shafsma's pass. Far out in front of Ryan Lowney. But here's Logan Nelson. Nelson, the 10th forward tonight, gets a touch here up along the far side. Trying to take Janice off the play. Banged up along the near side. And it's Borman. Borman will get it into the Komet zone. Up along the far boards. Here's Chase Lang. He is met there by Ryan Lowney. Back up along the far side. Under 10 minutes to go here in the second. The Komets now trying to break it out. Here's Marco Waugh. His pass is going to be deflected. Going to skid along the blue line in the Komet zone now. And now Cody Soul. He will grab it. Turn the corner. He's going to bring it up ice. Far side over the stick of Sean Szydlowski. Now back in the Rapid City zone. It's Ian Brady. Brady ahead. And it's Chase Lang. Lang will carry it over the line. Veers to his left. Lang coming down low. Here's a shot. Save made by Garrett Bartus.
To the net. They fire it. May have been wide of the net. Bartus catches it. Holds on. They'll get a whistle with 8:36 to go in the second period here.
And it'll take us to a timeout. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la.
What's got everyone so worked up, you ask? It's the taste of bold, decadent espresso, paired with a sumptuous layer of freshly steamed milk in flavors like vanilla, caramel, and mocha.
Ooh la la.
You can say that again. New handcrafted lattes starting at just $2.29 have arrived at your neighborhood Tim's. Taste the ooh la la side of Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, price and participation may vary by region.
If you're searching for premium temporary housing, we have the affordable alternative to a short-term or long-term hotel. Are you a family or traveling business salesperson relocating to Fort Wayne? Experience premium temporary living with Corporate Housing Systems. Serving Indiana and Ohio for over 30 years, we strive to offer exceptional service and value for all of our guests. Feel at home with Corporate Housing Systems. Visit www.corporatehousingsystems.com or call 888-544-5454 today.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
So far, so good tonight. The Komets are up 3-1 on Rapid City. They're closing out a big 6-game road trip, so they'll return home after tonight. Losing last night up in Kalamazoo. Their losing streak now hits 3 games.
Yeah, that was a 2-1 hockey game. Pretty good game to play up in Kalamazoo at 2-1. Kalamazoo, one of the better teams in the league this year again.
Face off to the right of Garrett Bartus. 8:36 to go in the second. 3-1 Komets. And here's the puck drop. And it comes to Trevor Cheek. Cheek has got the puck. And Cheek over to Jason Binkley. Sends it ahead off the stick of Marco Waugh, trying to get it into the Rapid City zone. Couldn't control the puck. Now sent all the way back into the Komet zone. This one is going to go through the crease, so no icing on the play. And here's Binkley up along the far side. Misplayed. Binkley's got to go back for it. They put it out in front. It's going to go through the blue paint. And now the Komets control it. Hodgman over to Trevor Cheek. Cheek trying to reach for the puck. Batted back the other direction. And the Rush have got the puck in their own zone. Oliveri up along the near side, whips it into the Komet end, and Dennis Kravchenko chases after it. He goes back behind the net, and here's Jason Binkley on the far side, avoids a check, and Binkley off the end boards to Cody Soul. Soul ahead off the stick of Waugh, and back into the Rapid City zone. Komets looking for a line change, as it's going to be played into the Komet zone. Quickly rolling on its end up along the near side. Now played up top of the blue line. Here's a shot that's blocked. Kravchenko, he's got it. Kravchenko has got Desjardins up along the left side. The race is on.
Waved off.
Kravchenko going after it. Vey beats him to the puck. Comes up along the near side. Kravchenko with it. He's got some space. Dishes off. And it's going to be blocked.
He was in.
Up along the near side. Curtis Leonard stepping up from his D-man position. He goes back below the goal line. Here's Desjardins. Desjardins giving it a look. Got a man at Shea with a shot. Oh, it goes off the post.
No goal. Light went on. No goal.
Up along the far side. Here's Curtis Leonard. Back down low. It's Gabriel Desjardins. Puts it out in front. Now here's a shot for Marcotte. It is blocked. Up top to Shea. Shea at the blue line. Skates up along the far side. Shea giving it a look. Comes off the wall. And the puck is going to be free up along the far boards.
Another penalty
on Rapid City. Delayed call. Marcotte wrestles it away, but there's the whistle. Cross-checking will be the call.
Yep. Komet go back on power play with 6:44 to go. Face-off will stay Rapid City zone. We'll see who gets the call, but it will be for cross-checking.
Shots are even up at 15.
Number 8.
And it's Boroman on the cross-check. Komets back on the power play. Second time this period. Face-off to the left of Adam Vey. And Mason Baptista centering up this line. Comes out to Marco Waugh. Waugh here on the left side. Waugh coming down low in the corner. Upstairs we go to Jason Binkley. Pushes it over to Sean Szydlowski off the backhand. Here's Garrett Thompson. Thompson upstairs to Sean Szydlowski. Sid is going to step up. Got a man down low. It's Waugh taking a shot. And a save made by Vey. He'll hang on.
Nice pass by Szydlowski to Waugh on this far side. Quick shot, but he gave the goaltender a chance to get back over. Slid out, got out on his crease, and made the save on Waugh's shot. Nice movement by the Komets. Get the shot on net.
Now the face-off will be to the right of Adam Vey, and here's Mason Baptista. Down to 1:41 to go in the power play. And Baptista on the draw. Ends with Jack Walker into the corner. We go back up along the far side, and that is going to come all the way down into the Komet zone. Stopped by Bartus. Bartus will take the puck, gives it to Jason Binkley, and the Komets will start up fresh from their own zone. Far side. Now back to Marco Waugh. He's going to find Sean Szydlowski. He'll carry it over the line. Now Sid. Upstairs we come. It is Binkley. Here's Waugh. Left side. Back to Binkley. Back over to Sean Szydlowski. Sid. Back up to Binkley. Over to Waugh. Waugh to Binkley. Here's a shot. Save made by Vey. And the puck. The Komets showing off their puck handling skills.
Yeah, didn't get a lot of shots on goal, but a lot of nice passes.
Down to 1 minute to go in the power play. Komets lead at 3-1. 5:40 to go in the second period. Here's Gabriel Desjardins. He will carry it over the line. Got Cheek breaking in. Can't get it to him. He's going to find Kravchenko. No, upstairs to Shea. Back on the far side. Here is Kravchenko with it off of his skate. Couldn't control it. And the puck is going to be cleared down the length of the ice. Bobby Shea has got it. Sends it over to Gabriel Desjardins. He goes right up the middle of the ice. On the left side, it's Kravchenko. Trying to drop it back to Hodgman. Now down in the corner. Going to come off the wall. Hodgman trying to go back to Kravchenko, and the puck will be cleared out with 20 seconds to go on the power play.
Not a lot of shots on this power play.
Here's Trevor Cheek carrying it over the line. Cheek got to take it away, but they're offsides. So that'll slow it down. We just got 14 seconds left to go on the man advantage, and the Komets are up by 2.
4:57 left in the period. Face-off will come outside the Rapid City zone. Line change for the Komets. Shasma back on the point as he's played all game.
Komets have got the puck. Here's Jamie Shasma going to golf it into the Rapid City zone. That'll go out of play. Got the safety screen. So Jamie Shasma, he is playing defense tonight. He played 3 games there last year, and the Komets were caught shorthanded on the blue line.
Well, a skating game like tonight, not a lot of hitting in the game. Shasma can handle it back there. He moves the puck well enough, and he's quick enough that he can keep up to these forwards. So doing a good job back there tonight.
Face-off will be at center ice. Komets still on a power play. And quickly into the Rapid City zone. The Komets coming down low. Garrett Thompson was the man in front. Nice play there by the D-man to break it up. Now Thompson has got it. Got it taken off of his stick. Look out. Got
man out of the box.
Up along the far side. They'll get into the Komet zone. Here's Borman. Taken away by Marcotte. Now Marcotte over to Jamie Shasma. Shasma rings it off the boards. Up the far side to Marcotte. And now here's Ryan Lowney with it.
Move the puck. Let him chase you, guys. That's all they're doing right now.
Lowney back behind the net. Gives it a look. Pushes it forward. And here's Logan Nelson. He'll carry it over the line, dropping it off to Marco Waugh. Waugh up along the far boards, gives it up top. Here we go. Cross-ice pass comes to the captain, Jamie Shasma. He is going to go down low off the end glass. And now it's Marco Waugh spun off the play. And now the puck comes loose all the way on the far side. That's going to come all the way out of the zone. And Ryan Lowney to Jamie Shasma. Komets controlling it here in their own territory. Shasma brings it ahead right down the middle of the ice, carries it over the line. Shasma now got to take it away. Last second by Kenton Miller. And now Rapid City up along the far side, puck rolling around. And Shasma gets it to Sean Szydlowski. Out to the center ice logo, now played up along the near side, pushed into the Komet zone, and now Rapid City with the man. Here's a shot, that goes high. Back up along the far side, here's Cody Soul with it. Back on the far boards, here's Marco Waugh, and it's going to be Mason Baptista. Baptista will carry it over the line, Baptista to Marco Waugh. Waugh coming down on the bay, puts it out in front, and it's going to be knocked aside and coming back the other direction. It's Levens. Levens down the middle of the ice, puts it in on Bartus. That is going to go wide, doesn't have to make a play. Finkley now on the far side. Here's Sean Szydlowski on the right wing. He'll carry it over the line. Szydlowski now ran into a man, lost the puck, and back come the rush on the near wing with under 3 to go. Justin Hodgman chases after the loose puck. He goes back below the goal line, pushed it up along the far side. Here's Trevor Cheek. Cheek will carry it over the line. Here is Cheek, dangles around, has a man. Here's a shot. That's going to be blocked. It's going to go out of play. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Thank you. Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola. And now, back to Komet Hockey.
Komets up by 2 with 2:24 to go in the second. Puck comes down to Adam Vey. He steers it up along the near side. Trevor Cheek steals it. Took a shot. It's going to be deflected. Now it's going to go all the way back to Jamie Shasma. Now to Lowney. And now here is Hodgman on the left side, just off sides.
He'll bring the face-off outside again. 2:10 to go in the period. Line change coming up for the Komets. Komets back at it tomorrow night in Wheeling. Nice little bus trip tonight, guys. Enjoy yourself.
8:05 will be the start time in Wheeling tomorrow night. You can hear that game right here on WoWo.
And then back home here Wednesday. Wichita in town. So next Wednesday back at home here.
We've got 2 minutes to go here in the second. The Komets looking to add their lead. Kravchenko in front. He's double-teamed. Comes up along the far side. Logan Nelson trying to get it back to Kravchenko. Kravchenko has got it. Comes on front. Here's a shot. That's going to be blocked. Back up along the near boards. It is Leonard. Leonard to the blue line. Going to trickle over the line. Komets trying to regain possession of it. And now it belongs to the rush. It's Levens into the Komet zone, into the corner. It is Leonard. Scoops it up, gives it over to Bobby Shea. Plays it off the glass and all the way into the neutral zone. And now sent back into the Komet zone. Here's Shea. Shea with it. Sends it ahead off the stick of Kravchenko. And that will find the stick of Adam Vey. As the rush trying to catch the Komets on a line change. They do. It's going to be brought up along the near side. Coming down into the corner. Centering play broken up by Soul. Up along the far side, Salatoro. Gonna cycle it down low. Dureski. Back on the far side, gets chased by Marco Waugh. Now cuts it back.
Stay on him.
Shot, and it's gonna score.
Waugh couldn't handle him. The man kept circling around. Waugh couldn't get up to him and get his stick into his stick. And he got the shot off. It was deflected in front of the net and found its way in the net. Rapid City back on the board again. Cut it to 3-2 with 1 minute and 1 second in the period.
And that would look like it may have changed directions on the way to Garrett Bartus. It slowed down considerably. And it looked like it just went between the legs of Bartus. So let's see if that was indeed deflected in front. But we'll see who picked up the goal, but doesn't change the total on the scoreboard. 3-2. Komets with the lead, and we've got 1 minute now to go in the second. Rapid City will bring it into the Komet zone. Hodgman stopped at the blue line. Hodgman has got the puck. He'll skate in front of his goaltender, Garrett Bartus. Now Hodgman down the middle of the ice. Comes going to be tripped up on the play. We've got a penalty called.
Be tripping to Rapid City. Hodgman trying to dipsy doodle through the center. Feet went out from underneath him, and I believe Rapid City's going to get a penalty.
42.6 seconds to go in the second. Komets up by a goal now. And Chase Lang is going to go off.
Yeah, he's not too happy about that. Face-off will stay in the Rapid City zone. Komets power play right now. 42 seconds.
Trevor Cheek on the face-off. Got to start cashing in on these chances. Here's Kravchenko to Shea. Coming down low to Desjardins. Back here's Hodgman with it. Hodgman gives it up. Here's a one-time save made by Vey.
Another shot.
Right back in by Shea and scooped up by Vey.
Two good shots on net by the Komets on the power play. Start shooting it, guys. Not a lot of shots in this game. 19 by the Komets, 16 by Rapid City. So not a lot of shots considering 30 to 40 shots a game normally.
Face off to the left of Vey. And Justin Hodgman will take the drop. And it's won by Rapid City. Played off the glass, and that's going to go out of play. And the Komets won a penalty. Komets want to delay a game call.
They're talking to their linesman.
Linesman and the referee will get together here, figure this one out. Komets immediately, as soon as that hit the seats, they were immediately calling for
Rapid
the delay
City
game
saying
call.
it got deflected off the stick. So face-off going outside the zone, no penalty on it. Said it got deflected off a Komet stick.
27.2 seconds to go in the second. Komets clinging to a one-goal lead, 3-2. And Hodgman in the face-off. Komets are on a power play here. As we come up along the far side, cleared the zone, and it's going to be Trevor Cheek with it. He'll skate with it on the far side, doesn't get very deep with it, and the Rapid City will get it back into the Komet zone. Bartus will stop it with 14 seconds to go in the second. Here's Kravchenko. He's going to pick it up. He'll skate forward with it, dishes over to Cheek. Cheek will take a shot, just missed it high. On the far side, Hodgman with it with 11 seconds. Here's a shot, and that's going to go down to Vey into his skates, and he will make the save. Just 1 second left to go here in the second period, so we'll have a quick drop. Coming up, the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. We'll recap the scoring, take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard as well. Face off to the left of Vey. Komets on a power play. Logan Nelson will take it for the Komets. And it comes into the corner, and that will do it.
That'll kill it.
Well, it's been a fast 2 periods of play here at the Coliseum, and like you said, Robbie, not very many shots, but a lot of opportunities, but a lot of shots are being blocked here tonight on both sides.
Yeah, 20 shots total, 16 by Rush and 20 by the Komets. Komets outshoot them 14-8 in that period. They both get a goal. Score 3-2 after 2 periods. Komets had much more of the play, 2 or 3 power plays, and were not able to bury the puck on the power plays. And that's really been the difference in this period. They put those power plays away and get a couple more goals. They could be walking away pretty easy right now. But 3-2 hockey game, going to be a good third period. The way the Komets have played in the third, they have total advantage right now.
We will take a break. We're going to the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. Here listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always the place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
Today's the day to get fit and pumped. Pummel your flabby high-interest debt by transferring your balances to a Partners First Visa card. We could get 12 months at 0 APR financing. Hear me now, believe me later. This offer ends March 31st, so run like a manly man to your local Partners First branch in Fort Wayne, Huntington, and Marion. Terms and conditions may vary depending on your credit worthiness, so get or click for complete details and disclosure at partnersfirstcu.org. Partners First Federal Credit Union. Part of your community, part of your tomorrow, part giant muscle monster.
MRIs are a valuable diagnostic tool, but they can be costly. The Community Open MRI Group can help. We have the region's lowest in-network insurance rates that are hundreds less than area hospitals. Our MRI is quiet and spacious, eliminating stress and anxiety. Remember, it's your choice where you go for your MRI. Contact the Community Open MRI Group and let us check your benefits first with 3 convenient locations: Auburn, Decatur, and Fort Wayne.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest Work Line features max performance gloves, PBR, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves for any type of work. Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made work gloves, and Midwest believes in investing in America. And that's why the Work Line features many styles made right here in the USA. For over 50 years, Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri. Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, we've got a pretty good hockey game going on between the Fort Wayne Komets and the Rapid City Rush. If you're back to those CHL days, this was one heck of a rivalry, so it's kind of a shame we don't see these guys very often. As this Rapid City Rush team, they're very young. They've got a lot of rookies on their team, and they sure can fly. So maybe give this team another year. If they can keep the nucleus of this team together, they might be a team to watch for next season. But right now, the Komets and the Rush trying to take care of this season. The Komets right now have got a 3-2 lead, trying to gain some ground on the Toledo Walleye, who are idle tonight. So the Komets come in 2 games back, 4 points in the division, in the Central Division, for first place. So these are an important 2 points, as the Komets will be on the road tomorrow in Wheeling. Take a look at what has happened here tonight. First, our shots on goal being brought to you by Combat Ops Arena. Mission-based laser tag, mini bowling, an arcade, and a cafe full of food and beer. Combat Ops Arena in Fort Wayne on Lay Road, just east of Lima. Shots on goal, Rapid City, they had 8 in the first, 8 in the second, total of 16. The Komets had 6 in the first and 14 in the second for a game total of 20. Rapid City 0 for 2 on the power play. The Komets 0 for 4. The Komets will have some power play time, 1:18 to be exact. That'll carry over into the second period as the Komets getting some chances. We have got to get one past Adam Vey on the power play, as Vey has come up with some big saves, especially in that first period, as he stopped Garrett Thompson a couple of times, and he's got Thompson's number tonight. But Vey has made 20 shots. He's made 17 saves. Garrett Bartus for the Komets, another steady game for Garrett Bartus. He's won 5 straight decisions, 16 shots, making 14 saves. And the 2 goals he gave up were kind of fluky ones. One was just a kind of a blind shot from the far side. It just rolled in off his pad. The second one given up in the second period was a shot that looked like it was redirected. It slowed down a bit, went right between his legs. And those are the 2 goals for Rapid City. But the Komets, they've got 3, and that's the most important thing. And when the Komets go into the third period this season with a lead, they do not give it up. A perfect 18-0 this year when going into the third period with a lead. Let's take a break. We're in the middle of the second intermission. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
They say money can't buy happiness. Yet every day, $4.99 buys you a foot-long Black Forest ham, meatball marinara, spicy Italian, and more. Guess what? That's happiness, and I'm buying it. And after I buy them, I'm going to eat them. Just not all at once. 5 footlongs now just $4.99 each every day for limited time. Subway. So much sandwich. Limited time only at participating restaurants. Additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola. Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. The Komets and the Rapid City Rush locked in a good one here. 3-2 is the score. The Komets have got the lead. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the ECHL tonight. Got some games going final and one in overtime. The Manchester Monarchs, they have won the game 6-5 over the Brampton Beast. Manchester getting the game-winning goal with 2:11 to go in overtime. The Reading Royals, they blow out the Norfolk Admirals tonight down in Norfolk. Final score there, 7-1. Another game that has just gone final in overtime. The Adirondack Thunder, they beat the Worcester Railers by a score of 3-2. 7-3, the Wheeling Nailers, they beat up on Indianapolis tonight in Wheeling. That is tomorrow's opponent, as we will take on the Nailers in Wheeling tomorrow. 8 o'clock is the start time. The Nailers with the victory, 7-3 over Indianapolis. The South Carolina Stingrays 6, the Orlando Solar Bears 2. So a lot of offense here tonight, and that one game has gone final. We got a close scoring game down in Jacksonville. The Atlanta Gladiators, they are up 2-1 on the Icemen. Florida Everblades, they're up 2-1 on Greenville. 9:04 to go in the third. The Allen Americans have jumped out on the Colorado Eagles. They are done with 2 periods of play down in Allen. 3-0 is the score. The struggling Cincinnati Cyclones, they have got a 3-goal lead going into the third period over the Kansas City Mavericks. The Wichita Thunder, they're up 2-1 on the Tulsa Oilers tonight. And in Moline, Illinois, no score between the Kalamazoo Wings and the Quad City Mallards. And then a game that's just gotten underway, Utah and Idaho. Game being played in Boise tonight, and the Utah Grizzlies, they are up 1-0 on the Steelheads, and that will do it for the Meijer out-of-town scoreboard. Don't forget the simple savings you get with Meijer M-Perks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meijer.com. We will take a break. We're in the middle of the second intermission. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com. Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Comet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We're headed to the third period in front of a good crowd here at the Coliseum as the Komets were off for quite a while there with the circus in town. But glad to see Komet fans coming out to support the Komets as we've got a 3-2 lead going into the second period. Coming up in March, we've got a very special weekend for you. It's coming up on Saturday, March 10th and Sunday, March 11th. The Komets are going to celebrate 66 years of championship hockey here in Fort Wayne as we're going to celebrate all 9 championship teams. We'll have representatives from all of those teams here that night. So you're going to see a lot of names and faces you have not seen in quite a while, and it is going to be a fun night on March 10th. Then the next night, Sunday, March 11th, we are going to be inducting new members in the Komet Hockey Hall of Fame, and that is also quite the ceremony as well. We'll be inducting players, media members as well. So it is going to be a fun night coming up on March 11th and again on March 10th. So get your tickets for that fun championship weekend. Again, March 10th and March 11th. Let's take a break. 3-2, that's our score. Komets have got the lead over Rapid City. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
This is what it sounds like when real people find out Chevy's the only brand to earn J.D. Power Dependability Awards for cars, trucks, and SUVs 2 years in a row.
I am so impressed. I think that's great, especially 2 years in a row.
Chevy's stepping up. That's for sure. Get behind the wheel and see for yourself why Chevrolet keeps bringing home awards for dependability.
See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers.
Awards based on 2013 and 2014 model year vehicles. 2017, most dependable small car, large SUV, large heavy-duty pickup, and midsize sporty car. 2016, most dependable midsize car, compact SUV, large heavy-duty pickup, and midsize sporty car. For J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la.
What's got everyone so worked up, you ask? It's the taste of bold, decadent espresso, paired with a sumptuous layer of freshly steamed milk in flavors like vanilla, caramel, and mocha.
Ooh la la.
You can say that again. New handcrafted lattes starting at just $2.29 have arrived at your neighborhood Tim's. Taste the ooh la la side of Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, price and participation may vary by region.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. They can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Spies Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, 3-2 is the score. Komets have got the lead. Shane Alvarani and Robbie Irons with you here tonight as we take a look at the scoring. The Komets got things going very early. First period, Marco Waugh just 15 seconds in, and that was his 10th of the season. Hodgman with the assist, and welcome back to the lineup, Justin Hodgman. Rapid City, they got even at 8:48. Cato, his third of the season. Ian Brady and Janice with the assist, and we were 1-1. 8:48 was the time of that goal. Komets took the lead into the second period as Mason Baptista got his 12th of the season. 17:50 was the time. Sean Szydlowski with the assist, and then Ryan Lowney opened things up in the second period. His 5th of the season. 5:56 was the time. Sean Szydlowski and Marco Waugh with the assist. And then it was Dureski, his 4th of the season for Rapid City. 18:59 was the time. His 4th of the season. Salaturo and Ian Brady with the assists. The Komets 0 for 4 on the power play so far, but we have got some power play time carrying over into the third period here as the Komets a perfect 18-0 when going into the third period with the lead. And Robbie, we just get this power play going. This game could have been out of reach already.
Well, exactly. I believe we had 5 power play chances in that second period. A lot of passing, not a lot of shots as we've seen as a result of the game, but they start the play in this third period with 1 minute and 18 seconds power play time. Be nice to get a quick goal and build it up to another 2-goal lead. Only up 3-2 right now. Rapid City just hanging around waiting for the breaks. Komets still need to take control and have a solid third period here.
Komets on the road tomorrow in Wheeling, but then we've got 2 home games next week, both against Wichita on Wednesday night. It
Friday.
is Deuces Wild Wednesday. You can get 2 tickets in the Pepsi Zone for $22, along with $2 beers and soda all game long. It is also season ticket exchange night, so get your tickets for the Komets and Wichita this Wednesday. 7:30 is the start time, and while you're getting those tickets, go ahead and get them for Friday night. 8 o'clock is the start time. Wichita will be in town. It is a kids seat free night. Any child under the age of 12 can see the game for free next Friday with a full paid adult ticket. Again, that is Wichita doubleheader next Wednesday and next Friday here at the Coliseum. 7:30 is the start time for Wednesday. 8 o'clock against Wichita on Friday. All games played right here on Sweetwater Ice at the Coliseum. Nice crowd on hand here tonight. Don't have the official attendance yet, but I'd say we're probably close to 8 here this evening.
Yep. Good crowd. Here we go, power play Komets.
Puck is dropped center ice. Bobby Shea back in his own zone. 1:13 to go on the power play. And here is Waugh to Trevor Cheek. Cheek trying to settle down the pass, gets it to the blue line. It's going to go over the stick of Shea and out of the zone. Going to be stopped by Garrett Bartus. He'll leave it for Shea. We're under a minute to go on the power play. Shea up along the near side. He's going to go in front of his own net now. He moves it ahead, now quickly forward. Here's Justin Hodgman. Gonna dish it over to Desjardins to the blue line. It's Bobby Shea.
Here's a shot, take it.
Kravchenko with a shot, that's why. It's gonna rim all the way out, and Shea will have to chase after it.
Kravchenko got a nice setup on the far side, all by himself. Him and the goalie blasted it high and wide.
Shea will get the puck. Now he grabs his own blue line as he hands it off to Kravchenko. Kravchenko into the Rapid City zone. Avoids a check, but he lost the puck. Matt Cato up along the far side, and he'll clear it all the way down. Bartus will stop it. Down to 15 seconds to go in the power play. And here's Sean Szydlowski, who moves it ahead. Back over to Cody Soul. Soul on the far side, rips it off the glass. Now up along the near side, jabbed up along the near boards. It's Sean Szydlowski in front. Baptista goes backwards with it.
Heads up, all even.
Back to 5-on-5. Cody Soul gets it to Baptista. Baptista corrals the puck. Baptista here in the high slot. Going to go.
Soul, a shot.
Here's a shot. Score!
Cody Soul.
Cody Soul with a rip from the far side.
Nice pass.
A 2-goal lead.
Baptista circled on the far side here. Cut across the blue line. Saw Cody. Gave him a nice pass. He walked in on the angle. Let a shot go right between the legs. Komets get the goal they wanted. Go ahead 4-2.
And Cody Soul's had a couple of nice looks here tonight.
1:33 that came.
And that one gets past Adam Vey, and it's 4-2 Komets. Out to center ice, Justin Hire. It's Logan Nelson to take the face off. His 5th of the season, Cody Soul. And the Komets looking for more. Here's a shot by Marco Waugh off the glove of Adam Vey up along the near side. And it's Logan Nelson. He'll flip it back in. Vey will stop it. And back behind the net, it is Waugh. Pushes it up along the near side. Now comes over to the face-off dot, sticked into the corner. And now Rapid City will move it forward. It's Oliveri. Into the Comet zone. Comets are there on D. Marcotte turns it back into neutral territory. Now played up along the near side. Szydlowski. Rapid City having trouble getting out of their own zone. Szydlowski over to Borman. He moves it forward. Now they're going to go off the wall, and they finally get it out of there as Levens lost the puck to Desjardins. He'll carry it over the line. Desjardins on the far side comes down into the corner. At there by Borman. Now down in the corner. Put it out in front. It's knocked aside. Trevor Cheek trying to catch up to it. Comes up to the blue line. They'll clear it out. And look out. It is Lowney back on D. He bangs it off the wall. Gets it to Justin Hodgman. Hodgman's pass on the far side. Going to go over the stick of Desjardins. Now back over to Cheek. Comes down into the corner. Desjardins trying to play it up along the far side. And now it's going to be skated forward. It's Janice. He'll carry it over.
Stay up on him.
Now here's
back in.
It is going to be lost to Garrett Thompson. Now it's Trevor Cheek with the puck. Cheek right down the middle of the ice. And they're going to be off.
Get over the blue line. Puck carrier's got to get over that blue line first. He's got breaking wingers. Get over the blue line. Force the wingers to throw the pass over to them. Face-off comes outside the zone. Line changes.
16:47 to go in the third. Comets up by a pair. Mason Baptista on the face-off. They played or dropped just outside of the Rapid City line. Here's Garrett Thompson. Comes into the Rapid City zone up along the far side. Chase Lang will get it free. He'll bring it into the Comet zone. Dishes off. Here's a shot. Save made by Bartus. Got the stick on it. Back up along the near side. Cross-ice pass comes to the blue line. Here's a blast. Knocked out. And it's going to come up along the near side to the neutral zone. Comets grab it. It's Baptista. Carrying it over the line. Baptista looking for someone to give it to. Has a man down low. And here's a shot. Score! Sean Szydlowski. The Leeds leading scorer lights the lamp, and it's now 5-2.
They find Szydlowski by himself. Nobody picked him up. He had the time to look, take the shot, down low. Comets go ahead 5-2. Szydlowski, nice goal, nice pass from the corner.
And the kid strikes again. 16:18 to go in the third. The Comets have now opened things up. 5-2 is the score.
We'll have to see who got him the puck, but I think it was probably Desjardins got it from the corner. So Desjardins was on the ice there. Well, Baptista was on the ice too.
Comets with the goal, Sean Szydlowski.
His 22nd of the season, scored by number 27, Sean Szydlowski. Assisting on the goal, number 21, Marc-Olivier Waugh. And number 9, Mason Baptista.
Yep.
Time to go, 3 minutes, 42 seconds. Comet goal scored by 27, Szydlowski.
And the Comets got a 3-goal lead now here in the third period. Sean Szydlowski's third point of the game.
Yep. Baptista's 3 points of the game. Waugh 3 points of the game. Goal and 2 assists by Waugh. Baptista 3 assists. And a goal.
Up along the near boards. And it is Logan Nelson getting it loose. Now here's Kravchenko on the far side. Got a man breaking it. It's Marcotte. And it's tipped. It's going to come along into the corner. Here's Marcotte looking for a man in front. It was centered, intercepted. And back up along the far side, Leonard trying to fish it off the wall. Now it's going to come free into the Comet zone. Here's Bobby Shea with it. Shea up along the far side. Now we got something cooking here. We have got the gloves dropped. It is Kravchenko and Anthony Collins. And they're
Collins got
with each other. Comes in front. Oh, play continued as Bobby Shea came right in on Vey. His helmet leaves his dome.
Action still going on. We got a bit of a push and shoving match right in front of the Comets bench. And nothing happens there. The referee just let him go. And then we had the action on that. Collins will end up in the penalty box, most likely with Kravchenko for the Comets for delay a game, as nothing really got going other than a lot of talking and a lot of jabbering back there. But goaltender almost got wiped out on the play.
And you were waiting any second for him to start throwing and the play to be stopped, but it continued. And Bobby Shea walked right in on Vey. Vey came out to play the puck, and he lost his helmet, which meant stoppage of play. But Bobby Shea almost got one past Vey. So right now, just one penalty up on the board. It belongs to Collins. Now here's the second one.
Yeah. Kravchenko's in the penalty box.
Dennis Kravchenko, each 2 minutes delay of game.
Delay of game, yeah.
Time penalty 4 minutes, 33 seconds. Rapid City's 48 Collins. Comet.
So 4-on-4 hockey. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
ERS OCI Wireless is the official radio provider for the Fort Wayne Komets. ERS OCI Wireless is a Motorola partner in Fort Wayne providing wireless voice and data systems that allow organizations across Indiana to operate their business more efficiently. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584 or online at www.ers-oci.com.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
You're listening to Comet Hockey.
$15-27 is what we've got left in this game. The Komets are up 5-2. Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons here tonight. Dennis Kravchenko and Anthony Collins currently in the penalty box for delay game.
Cheek's in to take the draw.
And we've got 4-on-4 here. Now Cheek is going to get kicked out. Desjardins will take the face off now. And it goes into the corner. Salatero wins it. Orman up along the far side. He will bring it into the Comet zone. Here's a shot save made by Bartus. Left the rebound out and scooped up by Desjardins. Desjardins up along the far side looking for Logan Nelson. Too far out in front of him. Vey has to make a play on it. Up along the near side. Orman going to go back behind the net. Here's Szydlowski. He sends it ahead. Salatero will carry it over the line. Here's a shot saved
the net again.
by Bartus. Squeezes the pads and gets a whistle.
Two good shots on the net by Rapid City as Bartus has to make two nice saves. This one he's able to get a hold of it down low, kill the play and the whistle. Line change and the face-off will stay in the Comet zone.
Face off to the left of Bartus. Chase Lang on the drop for Rapid City. He wins it cleanly. Comes up to the blue line. Played up along the far side. Back behind the net. Here's Garrett Bartus. Bartus will play it up along the near boards. Finds Sean Szydlowski. Now it comes all the way up top of the blue line. And that is going to go all the way out of the zone. Vey has to come out. He'll play it up along the near side. And Szydlowski to Baptista. Baptista grabs it, looking down low. Here's a shot. Save made by Vey. Oh, not sure how that might be in. That might be in.
Yeah.
I think Vey had to reach back and grab it, but the referee is going to say no goal.
Yeah, the pad was inside the goal. The goal looked like it was across the line, but you could not see the puck. So that's what the referee has to go by. He did not see the puck across the line, other than there was a bang-bang play, and the goaltender was able to get his pad back in position.
And that was Sean Szydlowski right there in front. I'd like to see a replay on that.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. The replay will show it.
But like you said, Vey's left leg was all the way in the net. All right, the puck will drop. We'll stay 5-2. Komets with the lead. Rapid City with the puck into the Comet zone. They come back on the far side. Shot. That's going to be ripped wide. Going to come all the way up here on the near side point. The Komets are going to get it loose up along the near boards. Can't control it now. Back in. Here's Cato with a shot. That'll be missed wide. Far side. Justin Hodgman catches up to it. Here's Hodgman on the far side. He'll enter the zone. Cuts it back. Here's Binkley with a shot. Missed it high. Back up along the far side. Komets got to get back on D. It's Janice tangled up with Marco Waugh. Can't clear it up along the far side. Rapid City with the puck. Coming down low. Got a man in front. They score.
Yep. They got pinching over to one side too much. Rapid City got the puck from the corner. Came out. Had a 2-on-1 on Binkley. Give and go pass. Bang. It's in the net. Rapid City gets back on the board, cuts the margin.
And it's Kenton Miller, a former Comet, makes it 5-3, and now we're back to that dreaded two-goal lead. 13:49 is the time
6:11
left.
that came out. Lots of time left, 13:49 to go. Rapid City keeps plugging away.
And out to center ice, puck is dropped, and into the Rapid City zone it goes, into the corner. And it's Borman up along the far side trying to find Sivak. Komets jam it right back down low. Below the goal line, up along the far side. And now here comes Rapid City trying to break it loose. Here's a shot in on Bartus, going to be deflected and out of play.
up into the glass. Face-off will stay inside the Komet zone as the defense gets the stick on the puck and deflects it up over the glass. Line change by the Komets.
That goal did come 4-on-4. And now we're 4 seconds away from being back to 5-on-5 as Collins and Kravchenko there in the box for delay game.
4 seconds left in the penalties to them.
Face-off will be to the right of Bartus, and Chase Lang will take the drop. And it's going to go back below the goal line. Here's Bobby Shea with it. Shea going to play it off the end.
5-on-5.
And now it's sent into the Rapid City zone. Vey will make a play on it, so no icing. And now up along the far side into the corner. Cheek trying to wrestle the puck away. Everybody down low into the corner. Puck now comes loose, and the Komets have got it. Here's a shot that's blocked off the stick of Leonard. Now Trevor Cheek with it. Cheek up along the far side. Here's Leonard at the blue line. Leonard gives it to Cheek. Now back to Leonard. He keeps it in. Leonard with a lot of space takes a shot. Save made. Shea comes right back in and front. Scooped up, knocked down. And the Rapid City Rush has got the puck. Borman up along the far side. Playing up along the far boards. And it's going to come over the line. Komets jam it back into the Rapid City zone. And the Komets get a line change. 12:35 to go in the third period. Komets 5, Rapid City 3. Into the zone. Here is Lang. He will carry it over. That's Walker, rather. And now it's going to be given up to Garrett Thompson. Thompson kicks it loose, comes out to the center line. Now thrown back in on Bartus. He'll make the stop. And now it's going to be Cody Soul over to Garrett Thompson. Thompson leaves it for Binkley. Now Binkley to Sean Szydlowski. He'll give it a kick over to Cody Soul. His pass intercepted at the center line. And Rapid City at the blue line, and now they can't do anything with it, and the Komets get it back. Jason Binkley over to Cody Soul. Soul can't handle the pass, and Bartus has got to play it. Up along the far side, it's tied up. Mason Baptista comes in to help out. And the puck is bouncing around, and Cody Soul finally plays it off the glass. Knocked down, now coming down in front of Bartus. They got a man, and a save made. Back down low into the corner.
Giveaways. Too many giveaways, guys.
And a save made by Bartus. Back up along the near side. And now we've got a pileup up along the near side of the Komet zone. They cannot clear it. Here's another shot. That one is blocked by Thompson. And Cody Soul picks it up. Soul sends it down to the red line. Cato is there. He'll carry it over the line. Coming right down the middle. A shot.
Big save,
we got a penalty called.
Yeah.
This one's going to be on the Komets.
Yeah, Cody Soul's going to get the penalty.
11:13 to go in the third, and the momentum is shifting here at the Coliseum.
Just too many giveaways, not controlling the puck. They flipped the puck out, got it to center ice, and nobody went after it. So Rapid City came right back at him, walked right down the middle. Good hard shot on the net. Cody Stoll stepped up, collided with the guy, and that drew the penalty right there. He blindsided him pretty good. He had his head down, and I would imagine roughing. It's not intent to injure.
That is going to be the call. Roughing on Cody Soul.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all he gets. Power play, Rapid City. They're back into this game. 5-3 right now. Komets leading. Big kill right here.
It's their third power play of the game as Cody Soul is off. And Kravchenko to center up this penalty-killing unit for the Komets. Gets into the face-off circle with Salatoro. And it comes into the corner. Now comes all the way up top to the blue line. It's Borman. No, it's going to be Szydlowski up on the far side. Rapid City working on a power play. Stick handling. Now they come down low. Here's Levens up top to the blue line. Here's a shot. That's going to go wide. And it's going to play it up along the near wall. Played up to the blue line. Levens, high slot. Here's a shot. Save made. Rebound to Bobby Shea. Can't get it out. Comes to the blue line. Knocked down. Salatoro left side. Salatoro creeping up along. Comes back up top. Here's
another
a shot. Save made. Rebound. Bartus kicks it loose. And he is able to gather it up and get a whistle.
Yeah, they couldn't get the puck out. Rapid City had two men on the blue line. Kept knocking the puck down. Throw it into the high slot. The man in the high slot was able to get the shot. Bartus had to make 2 nice saves and finally was able to dive into the scramble and get the puck and get the whistle. 1:21 still in the power play. Lots of time for Rapid City.
Garrett Bartus staying in strong in between the pipes for the Komets tonight. 5-3 is the score. Komets have got the lead, but Rapid City on a power play. Up top to the blue line. Here's a shot that's going to be snapped off, but it's going to be blocked. Up along the far side here in the Komet zone. It's Chase Lang. Lang avoids a poke check from Garrett Thompson. Lang still with the puck. Coming up top to the blue line was Szydlowski. He's a one-timer by Cato. And a save made by Garrett Bartus.
Holding on to the rebound again. Nice pad save down low. Killing the play, but the Komets having a heck of a time gaining position and then throwing the puck down the ice. They can't get it out of their zone. They change up lines. Try another combination. 10:13 left in the period. 1 minute in the power play. The penalty to Cody Soul. Get the draw, guys.
Face off to the right of Garrett Bartus. Comes up top of the blue line. Komets can't clear it. Cato up along the near boards. Chase Lang with it. Up top to Cato. Cato had a man on the far side. Intercepted by Shasma.
Dump it down. Attaboy.
Shasma will get it. Nice play there. Here is Cato, down to 43 seconds to go on the power play. Gives it up to Borman. Now pass forward to Kenton Miller. Miller will get it over the line. Gonna flip it down low into the corner, and here is Leonard. Wraps it off the boards. It comes to Shasma. Shasma can, oh yes, he does clear it up along the far side. And Desjardins, he scoots after it. Now the Rapid City Rush, they retain possession. 21 seconds to go on the power play. There's Borman up along the left side. Gets it into the Komet zone, and it's Binkley back along the far side, and now down low below the goal line. Kenton Miller trying to stick handle around. Comes up along the near boards.
Play out of the zone.
Got it. Here's Logan Nelson one-on-one. He'll carry it over the line. Got a helper. It's Ryan Lowney. Tried to
all even, 5-on-5.
And here comes Cody Soul. Chase Lang up along the far side, and it's going to be Trevor Cheek. Cheek centers it, and it's going to be picked off. Coming back the other way, it's Levens. Levens over the line, spins around, dumped off the play. Seaback with a shot, save made. Seaback coming right back down low. Save made by Bartus.
Bartus again. Come on, guys.
Wide. Back into the corner.
Too many good chances. Come on.
Played to the Komets, and it is Marco Wall with it. Got a man right down the middle. It's intercepted. Had Cheek break it. Back on the far boards. Salaturo will carry it over the line. Salaturo skates through Justin Hodgman, and now Hodgman gets it back. Looking for Shasma. Pass behind him, Marcotte rather, and the pass behind him all the way into the Rapid City zone. 8:23 to go in the third. 5-3 Komets. And here's Sean Szydlowski to Marcotte. Dropping it back. Szydlowski with some room. Down low to Marcotte. Save made by Vey. Kicked it back below the goal line. Up along the far side. That's going to be tipped and out of play.
That'll kill the face-off. That'll keep it in the bring it outside of the Rapid City zone. Line changes. We got a timeout.
8:08 to go in the third. 5-3 Komets will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
The Holiday Inn at the Coliseum, located across from the Memorial Coliseum, is the official home of the Komets. Whether it's a corporate meeting to large wedding receptions or just a getaway weekend, the Holiday Inn has you covered. Event space in the Holiday Inn can hold up to 300 people, and with 151 guest rooms, the Holiday Inn is ready to meet your personal or business needs. With a highly trained staff at the Holiday Inn, you can count on things being done right. Contact the Holiday Inn at the Coliseum to schedule your event today at 260-579-9135.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always the place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
This is Komet Hockey.
8:08 to go in the third. Komets up by a pair. 5-3 is the score. Skating 5-on-5 here coming out of the timeout. Face-off will be in the Rapid City zone to the right of Adam Vey. And it's up along the far side. Stopped at the blue line by Schausman, but he can't keep it in. Here's Ryan Lowney. Lowney off the wall. Here's Logan Nelson. Nelson tried to take a shot. It was blocked. Coming right back in. Here's a shot. And that one. He grabs.
Yeah.
Marcotte.
Shot from the bad angle off the boards there. As the Comet player Marcotte just let fly to the net. The goaltender saw it the last second off the chest and was able to catch a bouncing puck and get the whistle. 7:53 to go. Comets up by 2, 5-3.
Face off to the left of A. Baptista in the circle. He's met there by Chase Lang, and it's one. Here's a quick shot. That's going to be knocked down. Ryan Lowney with a chance. And now up along the left side, Janice gets it to the center line. Now back into the Comet end. Going to come off the wall, Garrett Thompson. Thompson up along the near side, bringing down on the net. Coming in, cuts it in. He'll take a shot, and Vay will make the save, and he'll gather up the rebound.
Thompson with that big, long reach, cut across the front of the net, but he was past the net before he realized it. Never had the angle as the goaltender went with him, and they finally made the save on it. But nice move by Thompson, using that strength and size of his body to get in position.
Both teams will get a fresh set of players out there. Face off to the right of Vay in the Rapid City zone. Shots are even up at 27.
Kravchenko in for center, Comets.
And it's won by Rapid City. Szydlowski will get it into the Comet zone.
Said he touched it.
So no icing as Bobby Shea picks it up. Back behind his net. Kravchenko off the wall. Here's Marcotte. Marcotte, cross-ice pass, going to be knocked aside. Now coming back into the Rapid City zone, it's Desjardins. Desjardins on the near side, and it's going to Marcotte. Marcotte in the corner. Gives it up. Here's a one-timer. Say, no, it's going to go wide.
Bobby Shea
along the far side. Now back below the goal line. Back up along the near side. Pumped upstairs. Shea, cross-ice pass, a little too hard for Leonard. Leonard's got to go back for it. Comets got to get back on sides. Flipped into the Rapid City zone, back behind the net. Szydlowski up along the near side. It's going to be tipped. Going to go all the way down to Bartus. And now Bartus over to Cody Soul. Far side, Logan Nelson. Now back below the goal line, and here is Binkley. Going to come off the wall. And now back into neutral territory. Josh Elms will play it into the Comet zone. And now back into the Rapid City zone. Back on the far boards now in the neutral territory. Rapid City now moves it ahead. Comets have got it. Here's Justin Hodgman. Hodgman on the far side. Going to go back below the goal line. Hodgman up top to the blue line now. Hodgman now in the slot. Hodgman can't get a shot off. It rolls
right
in front. Hey, we'll pick it up. And now we've got extracurriculars going on. Marco Waugh in the middle of it. Him and Kenton Miller. Anthony Collins in there as well.
Pushing and shoving, grabbing and holding. That's about all right now. No gloves dropped. And they finally break it up, and face-off will stay in the Rapid City zone.
Justin Hodgman doing everything to create some offense on that play, just going around and around. And he eventually got it in tight on Adam Vay, but he made the save. So 6:09 to go in the third.
Line changes by both teams to get them cooled off a little bit. Face off back into the Rapid City zone. Szydlowski out there. Baptista will take the draw.
Chase Lang on the face-off with Baptista. Right side of Adam Vay. Comets up by 2, 5-3. Baptista wins the face-off, takes his shot. It's deflected. Now Chase Lang up along the far side, comes to the blue line, steers it to neutral territory. Now they're going to cut into the Comet zone, but here's Jamie Shasma. He'll pick up the puck, got a man on him. Shasma back behind his own net. Here's Ryan Lowney with it. Lowney up along the far side, going to be tipped all the way into the Rapid City zone. Szydlowski will chase it down. Gets some pressure from Sean Szydlowski. Now he peels off. He passes it up along the far side. And it's Chase Lang carrying it over the Comet zone. Here's Lang with a backhander. Going to go back behind the net. It's pushed it wide. Far side to the blue line now. Knocked down by Shasma. Shasma sends it ahead. He's got Szydlowski off of his stick. Comets get it back. It is Baptista. Garrett Thompson on the right wing. Stick handles around. Thompson upstairs to Shea. Far side. Here's Leonard. Plays it off the boards. Leonard, far side to Sean Szydlowski. Now back to Leonard. Leonard in the corner. Going to go skate behind the net. Tipped. Looking for Baptista. Now up top to the blue line. And the rush will get it out of there. As Lang goes back to his own blue line. He skates with it, and Lang will get it into the Comet zone. Going to go off the end boards and stopped by Bartus. He'll leave it for Leonard. Now played up along the far boards right down the middle of the ice. Here's Kravchenko. Kravchenko in the corner. Comes down on Vey. Vey couldn't corral it. Play will continue. We go back over onto the far side corner. Kravchenko and Desjardins. Now Kravchenko up with it. Got a man on him. Now here's Desjardins with it. Tried to center it. Going to Marcotte. Wrapped up in his feet. And now back the other direction. It's Rapid City. Jason Binkley drifting back on D. Lost it. Coming down in front. Here's Sivak. Look out. And a man in front. Kravchenko is there. Now up along the far side. Komets now trying to bust it out. It's Marcotte. Marcotte to Desjardins. Dropping it back. Binkley. He walks in. Now to Desjardins. He goes back below the goal line. Nothing there. Tries to center it. It's broken up. Binkley on the near side. Binkley to Desjardins up top of the blue line. Marcotte. His pass going to go over the line. Cody Soul with it. 4 minutes to go in the third. Komets up by 2. That's Matt Cato. Up along the left side, Chase Lang. He carries it over the line. Lang's pass is going to be tipped, going to come out to the center line. And now back into the Comet zone. It is Cheek. Cheek finds Jamie Schausma. Schausma with it. He'll carry it over the line. Here's Schausma now coming down. He'll take a shot. That goes wide. And now Trevor Cheek to the blue line. His shot right in the gut of Bay. And we will take a break with 3:32 to go. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
3:15 to go in the third. Komets up by 2. Jamie Schausma brings the puck forward. Here's Ryan Lowney at his own blue line. Now he drifts backwards, gets a little bit of space, and Lowney will bring it ahead off the far side wall, and it's going to go to Rapid City now. It's Josh Elms getting into the Comet zone. Here's Bartus. He will stop it. Now Leonard will pick it up. And Leonard ahead with it up along the far side. He's got Mason Baptista. He'll carry it over into Rapid City territory. Now Sean Szydlowski with it. Szydlowski to Leonard. Here's a shot. Save made by Vey.
Shot.
Got the left leg on it. Now Mason Baptista with it. Now back to Shea. Here is Garrett Thompson. Thompson at the blue line. Sticking with it on the blue line. The puck. And now Jack Walker sweeps it up along the far side. Janice chases after it into the Comet zone. Out of the top of the circle, Baptista gives it a poke, and that's going to go all the way into the Rapid City end. Rapid City with the puck at the center line. Now the Komets steer it back the other direction. It is Desjardins along the near side. Takes a hit from behind. Gets taken off the puck, and now up along the near boards in the Comet zone. Dennis Kravchenko. His pass is going to find the stick of Cody Soul. Soul takes a shot. Save made by Vey. He'll glove it down and get a whistle. And play will stop.
That'll keep the face-off in the Rapid City zone. Minute 56 seconds in the period and the game. Komets up by 2, so we'll keep an eye and see if they want to pull the goaltender if they get a rush out of their zone. They have to win the draw first.
5-3 Komets.
Desjardins out there.
Kravchenko will take the face-off. Shots are 29-27 in favor of the Komets. Kravchenko on the face-off. Daniel Levins will now take the face-off for Rapid City. Kravchenko in there for the Komets. And the linesman taking his time.
Yeah.
Talking to both players, and now the puck is dropped. Kravchenko wins it. Here's a shot that's going to be blocked. And into the corner we go. Swooped up to Borman, and now Borman up along the far boards. And now played ahead to the neutral zone.
No goalie coming out. Surprising.
Carried over the line on the far side. Sivak with a shot. Save made. Look out, it's behind him. And it's score. It was behind Garrett Bartus.
Yep. It took a high shot, hit him up high on the chest, dropped down to the goal crease, bit of a scramble. Binkley tried to get it, ended up back out into the high slot. Rapid City picked it up, took the second shot, got it into the open net. They cut the margin to 5-4. Not over, guys.
Garrett Bartus has had about 3 fluky goals here tonight. That one, no exception in there.
18:28 that came at. Still a minute and 32 seconds, and we will see the goalie coming out now.
He made the save. It just went right above his shoulder. He got it on the right side, didn't know where it was, and it found its way into the net. All right, 1:28 to go in the third. We got a 1-goal game. Komets need to control the puck. Here's Marco Waugh. He's got the puck over to Bobby Shea. Now he'll get in the Rapid City zone. Rapid City cannot pull Adam Vey right now. As Cato lost the puck to Trevor Cheek. Now up along the far side. Comes up to the blue line, and Komets keep it in on the near wing. It is Trevor Cheek back on the far side. Here's Leonard coming in. Couldn't get a shot off. Now here's a shot save made by Vey.
Last minute of the play.
Vey just got enough of it with the glove, reached out, and a whistle, and the face-off will be in the Rapid City zone.
They got control of the puck. I think they just had a need to keep control of the puck, move it around, let Rapid City change them, no matter if they go to the zone. Scoring another goal is great if you got a good shot, but I would keep control of that puck and keep moving it.
Face off to the right of Vey. It's a 1-goal hockey game, 5-4.
Baptista out there with Szydlowski up front.
And
Thompson.
Cato gets the draw, goes to Janice. Cross-ice pass. Rapid City's got to hurry to get Adam Vey off for the extra attacker. They throw it into the Komets zone.
The goaltender is not coming.
Oh, this is going to be an icing. I think Vey might have known that.
So that'll bring the puck all the way back into the zone with 44 seconds.
Big face-off here to the right of Adam Vey. Mason Baptista on the draw.
Komets 10 shots in this period.
And up top of the blue line, it is Cody Soul. Puts it back on the near side corner. That's Garrett Thompson now with it. Up top of the blue line, it's Cody Soul. Now to Jason Binkley. He'll wrap it off the boards. They come in front. The puck gets loose, and it's picked up by Rapid City. Played ahead. Here's Janice Vey, still not going to the bench. And now he'll go up along the far side. That's tipped, and it's going to go out of play. That'll get the screen. The referee blows the whistle.
That'll get the whistle in the Komet zone is what Rapid City wants. They'll be able to get the goalie out, work on the face-off with 19 seconds left in the game. Komets up by 1.
So we're coming down to a very interesting end here tonight. 19 seconds to go. Komets up by a goal. And we have got an empty net on the other end for Rapid City.
A timeout by Rapid City, it looks like right now. Rapid City 13 shots on goal. The Komets 10 in this period, but the Komets have outscored them 2-1, 2-2. They actually, it's tied. A couple goals apiece right now. Komets still up by 1 goal, 5-4.
Komets 30 shots on goal tonight. Rapid City with 29. Komets on the road tomorrow night in Wheeling. 8:05 is the start time. And you can hear that game right here on WOWO and Komets.com. Well, the Komets are trying to hang on here. It would be 2 wins in a row, but Rapid City making things extremely difficult here tonight. Garrett Bartus giving up 4 tonight, but I'd say 3 of them were a little fluky.
Yeah, a little fluky. It didn't get a lot of help from the defense. Rapid City, with their speed, forced a lot of bad passes and bad giveaways by the defense, and Rapid City capitalized on them. So here we go, 19 seconds, face-off in the Komet zone. Win the draw.
And it's Hodgman on the drop into the corner. Komets win it. Going to come all the way up to the blue line, but they can't clear it.
Hit Cheeks in the back.
Comes out in front, and now Cody Soul will make a bid. All the way down. Doesn't have enough gas.
Yes, it does.
Cody Soul. Score. Cody Soul.
Empty net goal. That's his 6th of the season.
Second of the game for Cody Soul.
1954 it came at.
And it makes it 6-4 Komets. And the Komets are going to escape here tonight, I think. 6-4 is the score. Just 6.7 to go in the third. And Cody Soul with the second goal of the game. Out to center ice we go.
6 seconds in the clock. 5-on-5. Goaltender is in.
Logan Nelson on the face-off, and the puck comes into the Rapid City zone with just 3 seconds to play. May not happy, throws it into the corner, and the Komets win 6-4 over the Rapid City Rush. The Rush have now lost 4 straight. The Komets make it 2 in a row, and Garrett Bartus, mobbed by his teammates, as the Komets hang on tonight with a pesky Rapid City bunch here this evening.
We told you it wasn't going to be an easy game. They do not have a good record, but it took everything we had to get them. They outshoot us 13-11 in the period. We outshoot them 31-29 in the game, and the big number is we outscore them 3-2 in the third period to get the 6-4 lead. So pretty solid goal production by the Komets. Szydlowski, of course, getting a goal. Baptista getting a goal. Raw getting a goal. And a lot of those guys getting 3 and 4 points during the game. But a good offensive production. A lot of giveaways in the game by both teams, resulting in some of the goals. But a good win. Good time to have a win on a nice bus trip.
Komets winners 6-4. We'll come back and wrap it up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
They say money can't buy happiness. Yet every day, $4.99 buys you a foot-long Black Forest ham, meatball marinara, spicy Italian, and more. Guess what? That's happiness, and I'm buying it. And after I buy them, I'm going to eat them. Just not all at once. 5 footlongs now just $4.99 each every day for limited time. Subway. So much sandwich. Limited time only at participating restaurants. Additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Life can be unpredictable. 1 minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. And nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
Save on Marathon top-tier gasoline and get free Komet Hockey tickets. Get a Marathon Visa card at any Marathon station and earn up to 25 cents per gallon rebate. Also, pick up a Komets fill-up card and earn a buy one, get one free ticket offer to any Friday night regular season home game. Remember, use your Marathon Visa card and earn a 25 cents per gallon savings and a free Komet game ticket. Marathon, top-tier certified gasoline with STP additives, fueling the American spirit.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Miller Lite is the original light beer, and we'll always brew it to have more taste, with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis, 12 fluid ounces. Less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
Welcome to the Komet Hockey OmniSource Recycled Postgame Show.
Wrapping it up here at the Coliseum as the Komets get the victory 6-4. That was a pesky Rapid City squad here tonight. Did not make things easy as the Komets come away with the victory. Let's take a look at our shots on goal in the game. The Komets had a game total of 31. Rapid City with 29. Recapping the scoring tonight, Fort Wayne got on the board just 15 seconds into this one. Marco Waugh, his 10th of the season. Justin Hodgman, welcome back to the lineup. Hodgie gets the assist, his second of of the season on Waz 10th, and the Komets were up 1-0. Rapid City, they got even. Matt Cato is third of the season at 848. Ian Bradley and Paul Janice with the assist. And then the Komets, they rattle off two. Mason Baptista finishes up the scoring in the first period. 17:50 was the time, his 12th of the season, and Sean Szydlowski with the goal. And then it was Ryan Lowney, his 5th of the season at 5:56 to open up things in the second period. Szydlowski and Wall with the assist. And then Rapid City, Dureski at 18:59 of the second period, his 4th of the season. Salaturo and Brady the assist. Cody Soul in the third period started up a wild third period, his 5th of the season at 1:33. Garrett Thompson and Mason Baptista with the assist. And then Sean Szydlowski is 22nd of the season. He has retaken the lead in the ECHL scoring race. 3:43 was the time. Marco Waugh and Mason Baptista with the assist. Kenton Miller, his 12th of the season for Rapid City at 6:10. And then Riley Wazlowski, his 3rd of the season at 18:27. And we had a one-goal game until Cody Soul with the empty netter at 19:53, his 6th of the season. Goaltender comparison, Adam Vey for Rapid City gets tagged with the loss. 30 shots, 25 saves, 5 goals against. Garrett Bartus, another win. It's his 6th straight win for the Komets. 29 shots, 25 saves. Again, gets the victory. Komets 0 for 4 on the power play. Rapid City, they were 0 of 3. 7,433 were on hand to witness tonight's victory as the Komets get the win, and they gain 2 points on Toledo, who are idle tonight. Toledo came in playing 2 more games than the Komets as we started tonight's action. Now the Komets have now crept within 1 game of the lead in the Central Division. We got a game tomorrow night in Wheeling, but we'll enjoy this one. 6-4, the Komets with the victory over Rapid City, the only time we see Rapid City this season. So the Komets have won this season series against the Rush. 6-4 is the final. We'll take a break. Come back with our Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know player of the game. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
This is what it sounds like when real people find out Chevy's the only brand to earn J.D. Power Dependability Awards for cars, trucks, and SUVs 2 years in a row.
I am so impressed. I think that's great, especially 2 years in a row.
Chevy's stepping up. That's for sure.
Get behind the wheel and see for yourself why Chevrolet keeps bringing home awards for dependability.
See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers.
Awards based on 2013 and 2014 model year vehicles. 2017, most dependable small car, large SUV, large heavy-duty pickup, and midsize sporty car. 2016, most dependable midsize car, compact SUV, large heavy-duty pickup, and midsize sporty car. For J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Welcome to the Komet Hockey OmniSource Recycled Postgame Show.
Wrapping things up here from the Coliseum as the Komets hang on for a 6-4 victory over Rapid City tonight. That takes us down to the Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know player of the game. Let's give it to the guy with 2 goals tonight. We had quite a few guys with 3 points. Marco Waugh, Mason Baptista, and Sean Szydlowski each with 3 points. But let's give it to Cody Soul as he knocked home 2 goals tonight in the victory. 6-4, Komets with the win. And that's what makes Cody Soul Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know player of the game with 2 goals tonight. And a great name to know for your next home mortgage is Ruoff Home Mortgage. Your final score is 6-4. Komets with the win. Back at it tomorrow night from West Banco Arena in Wheeling, West Virginia. 8:05 is the start time against the Nailers. Hear that game right here on WoWo. So one last time, the final score, Komets 6, Rapid City 4. I've been your play-by-play announcer, Shane Alberani, and you've been listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
You've been
listening to exciting Fort Wayne Comet hockey. Catch all the action all season long right here on Whoa Whoa Radio.
We now rejoin you to regular
Here's a clip from Platoon where Tom Berenger says, shut up, take the pain, take the pain. And you can get a YouTube clip on that. And
yeah, no, I know Platoon very well, and I celebrate Tom Berenger's whole catalog: Platoon, Sniper, all kinds of stuff. Thanks for calling in, Rick. Appreciate it. Shields high. Major League. It was a Major League. That's right. Great movie, by the way. You know, I will say one thing. People were giving me a little bit of the business today because, yes, it is Groundhog Day, right? Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow. So that, that happened. But I said Bill Murray, I said I think Bill Murray's top 10 involves Groundhog Day. Some people are telling me they think Groundhog Day is Bill Murray's best all-time movie. I think that's a little much. I think it's definitely in the conversation in the top 5. I don't think there's any way it beats out Ghostbusters or Caddyshack, though. I just don't, Guys, we're not animals. We're not savages here. We got to keep it real. So I just don't see that. But, I could be wrong. Let's get Scott in Greensboro, North Carolina. Hey, Scott.
Hey, Buck. How you doing? Really enjoy your show.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I just have a comment about the Democrats' reaction to this memo. It's kind of funny. The last 4 to 6 years, they have done nothing but vilify law enforcement and despise the rule of law in this nation. And now, all of a sudden, they're lifting up law enforcement, the FBI, as saints. I'm not buying it.
I actually tweeted out something about that just a couple of days ago. Very, very similar sentiment. I'm like, so we were told for the last few years of the Obama administration that police were irredeemably racist. There was systemic bias in the whole law enforcement system. And there was a lot of sympathy and and you could even say collusion from the media with the Black Lives Matter movement, which led to some neighborhoods getting burned down in part and riots in some places. And they were always, but the police racism is so bad. And now those same reporters, I'm not saying just like Democrats in general. I'm talking about, I could name some of the reporters. I could name some of the journalists. Those same people are now turning around like, oh my gosh, you're undermining the FBI. And I want to be like, look, in most of our day-to-day lives, no offense to FBI agents who are listening, but in our day-to-day lives, it's actually local law enforcement and state troopers that are the ones that are keeping, bad guys from kicking in Granny's door and stealing all of her valuables. You know what I mean? So undermining local police is actually really dangerous to us. Holding the FBI, which has incredible federal power, accountable, that to me is an undermining. That's necessary.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Absolutely.
No, well, it's an excellent observation, Scott. We share the same observation. Shields high, buddy. Thank you for calling in. Noel in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Hey.
Hey, what's going on? Shields high.
Shields high.
Yeah, I had a comment. I think really, so far what you said about the memo between you, Hannity, and Rush, may have nailed the whole analysis of it for like the past year. It's nice getting the confirmation and everything.
Yes, thank you. It's good to be right.
But also, I got an action movie for you, and let's see if you.
All right, I got to redeem myself. I've kind of been off my game today. Although Dune, now that he's gone, I'm just gonna say, man, that's right. Dune is sci-fi. Get that weak sauce out of here. Go ahead, Noel.
No, this is sci-fi. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, brother, when you raise your shield, so will I. Sister, when you charge at the enemy, so will I. And if death awaits us, calling his warriors home, let me go die smiling by your side, for we are family.
That's an awesome quote. I want that inscribed on my tombstone. So I'll just take the hit on this. I don't know, but that's amazing. Whatever this movie is, I have to see it.
Acts of Violence with Bruce Willis and Cole Hauser.
I have never even heard of that movie. What's the basic plot?
This vet who with like PTSD sort of, he said that I could not go play free safety there.
Listen every weekday at 4, only on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM. It's the Game Day Forecast, your Game Day Forecast.
I'm AccuWeather's Alex Rabb. Tonight, we're seasonally cold with clouds increasing in a low of 15, and tomorrow's cloudy and not as cold with a bit of snow in the afternoon with a high of 35. Saturday night, snow at times with a low of 30.
The Stephen A. Smith Show, 1 till 3, and Brett Rump in the Sports Rush every afternoon at 4. ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Do you dread going to your job day after day? Need a more fulfilling career? If this is you, the solution is the Fort Wayne Spring Job Fair at the Sport One Fieldhouse on Tuesday, March 13th from 2 to 6. This is your chance to talk with great companies from around Northeast Indiana face to face about the opportunities that they have available now. When was the last time you could do that? See the full list of companies attending at fwjobfair.com, and we will see you at the Fort Wayne Spring Job Fair on Tuesday, March 13th.
You save big money, when you shop Menards.
Get super savings during Menards Super Sale. Add comfort to your home with turn-of-the-century ceiling fans. Choose from a great selection because all stock turn-of-the-century ceiling fans are on sale at Menards. Get an energy-efficient 52-inch LED Lincoln Park fan and an oil-rubbed bronze finish with swirled marble glass. Right now, only $69.99. Start cutting down your energy costs with general-purpose LED bulbs. Right now, all stock Sylvania LED bulbs are on sale. Get general-purpose LEDs that replace 60-watt incandescents and last up to 11,000 hours. Pick up a 4-pack of energy-efficient LED bulbs available in soft white, bright white, or daylight for only $4.99 during Menards Super Sale. Get super savings now through February 3rd.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM. Live from the Winter Olympic Games in South Korea. Get updates every hour starting February 9th. And listen to live U.S. hockey action beginning Wednesday, February 14th.
Freddie and Fitzsimmons on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and Sirius XM Channel 80. He's Ian Fitzsimmons. I am Freddie Coleman. Anytime a guest stops by to hang out with us, they hear thanks to Shell Pinto Performance Line. Coming up in 15 minutes, more of your calls on who's going to win the Super Bowl. Give us a score and the team that's going to win it. We'll do that in 15 minutes at 888, say ESPN, 888-729-3776. About an hour ago, we gave out the first part of our NFL awards, courtesy of yours truly, me, and also Ian Fitzsimmons. We're not finished yet. We got a long show, so we got more awards to give out. So let's do it once again, and we do it like this.
It's the 2018 Freddie and Fitzsimmons Awards. Our next award is the How the Hell Did He Get Us Here Award. This is given to the player or coach who got a group of players with limited abilities to overachieve this season. And here to present the award is Ian Fitzsimmons.
Who's he?
Exactly.
So what?
What he said.
And the award goes to
Todd Bowles, head coach, New York Jets.
I love the way the guys stuck together through adversity and everything else coming through this year, and taking all the negative criticism and just still going out in a positive way and trying to win ball games.
Look, this bunch, Freddie, going back to the beginning of the season, I heard a million different guys saying worst roster in the NFL, worse than the Cleveland Browns. If Hugh Jackson would have won 1 game, I'm giving that award to him. Somehow Todd Bowles won 5, and then Week 12 was still in playoff contention. with what one person, yes, Mikey A., I know, yes, you agree with this one. Freddie Coleman, you being a Jets fan, you agree with this one.
I thought they were a 3-win team at best, honestly.
I mean, with that roster and that quarterback situation, right, and that division, man, I'm going, you got, it's going to be a long year, Coach. It really is. 2 playoff teams come out of their division, and, man, how he won 5 with one of the worst rosters ever assembled, quote, end quote, is beyond me. And he was also in 4 or 5 other games, 1-score games, a couple of overtime games, and to be able to do that with that bunch, I was worried that my guy was going to get blown up no matter what. And the Jets finally did something right, and they did something that was smart, and they retained a very, very good head coach. How he won 5 is beyond me. Congratulations, Todd Bowles.
One of the things about that team, and he deserves congratulations, mainly because...
Standing O for Todd Bowles, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, it's hard to do that for a 5-win team, but when you're able to have that team in thinking about playoff contention based on what people believe at the beginning of the year, that was one of the terrific coaching jobs that won't get enough credit, mainly because of the New York Jets, and also it seems like anytime they take a step forward, they take a couple steps back. But I don't think there's any doubt about the ability to coach and get a team ready to play each and every week. That has been completely squashed because Todd Bowles knows exactly what he's doing. Time for our next award. I wonder what this award is going to be.
It's the 2018 Freddie and Fitzsimmons Awards. Our next award is the MVP at the Bank Award. This is given to the player or coach who changed teams and did not live up to expectations despite a large salary. And here to present the award is Freddie Coleman.
So what? Big deal. Go home.
And the award goes to
Terrell Pryor, wide receiver of the Washington Redskins.
We all know I can't make that. I got to make that play. And at the end of the day, and we had too many situations like that. And I just got to be better. I definitely put this game on myself. I definitely let my teammates down, but I'm hold my chin up high and work harder. And that's all I can do. But I don't like that. I don't like dropping. But again, I start looking to run because I want to create a big play and I don't really focus in, especially because it was a little behind. So I just got to focus more on it, and I put this one definitely on me.
$8 million for 20 catches, 240 yards, 1 touchdown, and as he said, plenty of drops because he was looking to run before he caught the ball as a wide receiver, which I'm sure at the top page of occupation says wide receiver, catch the football. This guy was touted, Ian, as the next great wide receiver. He still may be. Washington placed a lot of faith in him to pry him away from the Oakland Raiders, believing that this was going to be that next big-time wide receiver. $8 million for 20 catches, 240 yards, and 1 touchdown.
My favorite part of that soundbite, by the way, Freddie, is when he kind of took a little stab at Kirk Cousins. I mean, it was a little behind, but I still got to make that catch.
Yeah, you can portray that all you want. That's a
former quarterback saying that too.
Yeah, exactly. He should be booed for that. Come on now. So it's the quarterback's fault for getting the ball out of his hands.
A little behind, but I got to make that catch.
Yeah, but then it was a couple of times he put the ball right on his hands and he dropped the football.
Yeah, I mean, $8 million for 1 touchdown. Good job. Way to dominate.
He's the MVP at the bank, though.
Hey, yes, he is.
I'm not hating on him and his accountant now. Not hating on that Terrell Pryor, but let's be honest. $8 million for 20 catches, 240 yards, and a touchdown.
He might be that bum in Washington, but when he walks into the bank, he's Mr. Pryor.
Oh, man. Hey, he's Andy Dufresne, baby. He's walking right in with those shoes, shine, looking like mirrors.
What's wrong with you two? Freddie and Fitzsimmons on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. The Larry Nassar story continues to have more and more layers every time we turn around. You know about the former United States gymnastics team doctor who abused sexually, physically so many young women when he was supposed to be in charge of making sure they got well, being a team doctor. He's never going to see Free Sun again. He almost had that happen a lot quicker than he thought. In case you missed it, a father of 3 girls who spoke against Larry Nassar, he got that close before officers tackled him to the ground in front of plenty of shocked people The judge later accepted his explanation, Randall Margraves, that he lost control of his emotions and said she would not punish him. Ian, he was saying, how about 5 minutes in the room? How about 1 minute? Well, I'm not going to wait. How much of this is going to continue with Larry Nassar based on what he did?
I don't know if how many people are going to be allowed in the courtroom again. There was a very stern talking to all the family members, like, we can't, this is not going to help, and we can't have this. But, all the victims' families were allowed to say something. And he asked the judge for 5 minutes alone with Larry Nassar.
In a locked room.
She said, I can't do that. How about 1 minute? And she said, sir, I can't do that. And he said, well, I guess I've got to get it right now. And just bolted right at Nassar. The video's everywhere. If you haven't seen it, please, folks, go watch it. Because as a dad and father of 2 daughters, I promise you I'd have gotten to that guy. I'm a little younger, a little svelter, not by much. But if this dude would have got his hands on Nassar, he was a big old grizzly, man. He was a big dude. And I've watched it probably 7 or 8 times, and every time I'm hoping for a different ending, that he does get there. 1 minute with that monster. So I don't know if there's a dad out there that didn't identify with what that man was feeling and hoping that he actually got to Larry Nassar. He doesn't. I'm glad charges weren't filed, but I understand completely where he was coming from.
More next on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
The Patriots and Eagles.
What's up, Patriot Nation? Yeah! We got one more to go.
Super Bowl 52. More coming up on ESPN Radio.
There's a way to give her a box of chocolate on Valentine's Day.
And a way to give her a box of chocolate on Valentine's Day.
Turn it up this Valentine's Day with Le'Veon Chocolate Diamond Jewelry from Jared. You'll find more exclusive Le'Veon pieces at Jared than any other jewelry store in the world. And when you visit Jared.com from February 1st through the 14th, you'll receive $100 off any Le'Veon purchase. That's our Valentine's gift to you.
And that's why he went to Jared.
Some exclusions apply. See Jared.com for details.
This is what Las Vegas sounds like most of the time. But on March 4th, thanks to Pennzoil, the City of Lights is going to sound a lot more like this. Get ready for March 4th in Las Vegas as the world's best drivers compete for the ultimate jackpot in the Pennzoil 400, presented by Jiffy Lube. Make the switch to Pennzoil Synthetics to get complete protection for top engine performance and go all in on race day. Visit Pennzoil.com/Pennzoil 400 to learn more.
Sports Rush with Brett Rump.
Coach Jeff Brom, where do you stand right now? If these two guys aren't ready to go in spring practice, who's going to be taking snaps?
I feel good about Jack Plummer, who we recruited and liked from the get-go. I think he's a very polished quarterback. They'll basically split reps with Nick Sipe, who's a redshirt freshman that was one play away from playing this past year.
The Sports Rush with Brett Rump. Listen every weekday at 4, only on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM and at ESPNFortWayne.com. It's the Game Day Forecast. Your Game Day Forecast.
I'm AccuWeather's Alex Rabb. Tonight, we're seasonably cold with clouds increasing in a low of 15, and tomorrow's cloudy and not as cold with a bit of snow in the afternoon with a high of 35. Saturday night, snow at times with a low of 30.
The Dan Le Batard Show every weekday starting at 10. And Brett Rump in the Sports Rush every afternoon at 4. ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
A picture frame is almost as important as what it frames. If you've ever seen the finest artwork known to man in major museums, you understand. A good frame will bring out what it is framing, and a very good frame will keep the treasure it is holding from fading and yellowing over time. The craftsmen at City Glass understand, whether it be family photos, diplomas, awards, or certificates, that a good frame can bring your personal treasures front and center. If you're decorating your office, think about quality frames with quality preservative glass from City Glass to showcase your special memories, artwork, and achievements. A well-chosen and designed frame can enhance diplomas, awards, special photos, and anything that you wish to highlight and display. City Glass can also provide glass countertops, tabletops, shelving, artwork, and decorative pieces for your home or office. Simply bring your ideas to City Glass Specialty, and they will custom design fine glass products and frames just for you. Located on Calhoun Street, just south of the or online at cityglassspecialty.com.
For the 58th year, it's here. Fort Wayne's Wonderland RV and Camping Show. February 1st to the 4th at the Memorial Coliseum. Best show ever? It's winter outside and freezing, so spring into deals that are pleasing. Discount coupons? Visit RVshows.org. Great family fun, booths and campground information. The Fort Wayne Wonderland RV and Camping Show, February 1st through the 4th at the Memorial Coliseum. It's a wonderland of RVs.
It's important to buckle up your kids.
I know.
Sometimes car seats can be complicated.
I know.
And if your child's in the wrong seat and you get into a crash,
I know.
it could lead to a serious injury.
I know.
So you're 100% sure you have the right car seat for your child's age and size?
I don't know.
Don't think you know. Know you know. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Make sure you have the right car seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Broadcasting live from the Indiana Physical Therapy Studios. This is Sports Central. WKJG AM Fort Wayne. ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.
There's 2 days to Sunday.
Shotgun snap, cocks his arm, winds right back to the end zone, leaping, floating, two-handed touchdown reception, back of the end zone, Alshon Jeffrey, a 5-yard laser thrown by quarterback Nick Foles. And the Eagles are 14 minutes away from going to Super Bowl 52.
The road to Super Bowl 52 is on Westwood One.
The champs are back, and the dynasty continues. The New England Patriots are going to Super Bowl 52. For Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, it's Super Bowl number 8 for their Hall of Fame careers.
Now, here's your host, Scott Graham.
Coming up on tonight's show, Lane Johnson of the Philadelphia Eagles knows they are what they are, and he hopes that's enough.
Yes, would I like to have some Super Bowl experience? Yes, I would, but this is my only opportunity. I'm not going to make more than what it is. I think we're in a good spot, confident. Hey, there's going to be a winner, there's going to be a loser, but I guarantee you this team is going to go out fighting and not going to be scared to back down to anybody.
And for Tom Brady, Superman in a Super Bowl, the kryptonite has been a very difficult defensive line to navigate.
D-line is the best we faced all year. They've got 8 guys who can play. They're deep. They all play. They play hard. They rush. There's not going to be an easy yard to be gained, and I think we all have to have the mentality we're going to have to work for it. If you're in a position to win at the end, you got to take advantage of it. And, if you don't, then, it's going to be a pretty crappy Sunday.
Those stories and more as we're now 2 days to Sunday between the Eagles and Patriots on the road to Super Bowl 52. Welcome to 2 days to Sunday, the road to Super Bowl 52. I'm Scott Graham, joined tonight by Hall of Famer Jason Taylor. Next hour, we are going to hear from the Philadelphia Eagles' Fletcher Cox and the New England Patriots' James Harrison. Look back at the Miami Dolphins' perfect season that was capped with Super Bowl 7, and we'll hear from the mercurial Terrell Owens. Also, our own Ed Werder will join us. Tonight's broadcast of 2 days to Sunday on Westwood One is brought to you by StubHub. Find the best selection of Super Bowl tickets at StubHub. All 100% guaranteed by Fan Protect. Get an exclusive all-star experience before the game, free with your ticket. StubHub, your ticket out. So joined now by the Hall of Famer Jason Taylor as my co-host tonight. Welcome to freezing cold Minneapolis.
It is that, especially for a guy from Miami. This is like cruel and unusual punishment, but happy to be here.
We get to Friday, a Super Bowl week, and this matchup has been dissected by a lot of people. We haven't had your perspective on it yet, and one of the things about your perspective that you really value here is, you've lined up across from this Patriots team, or certainly at Patriot quarterback, an awful lot over the years. What is it that makes them so effective that they can figure out a way with even moving individual parts around Tom Brady to still be as good a team?
Yeah, I've had the chance or privilege or misfortune of having to play against this team probably 25, 26 times in my career. And, it's the number one constant as we see the pieces around Brady move is Belichick obviously has been there, and Brady's been there. And Tom Brady has gone from Randy Moss and Wes Welker to Edelman and Amendola to Brandon Cooks to guys that people don't even remember. And shamefully, guys I don't even remember that I played against that were on that Patriots team, from running backs to wide receivers to tight ends or whatnot. So, they've had a plethora of players come through there, but that constant has been Tom Brady. And when you get into a game, throughout the course of the game, in a situation where maybe you have a little bit of a lead or you're up in the fourth quarter or you're up at halftime, in opponents' minds, that's always in the back of their mind. It's the reputation of the Patriots and their ability to come back. to finish plays, to finish games, and that kind of hangs around. So until you can get past that hurdle of, having to block out the Brady and the Belichick, they had that aura around them, unfortunately, that sometimes makes teams get a little tight, and we saw it a couple weeks ago with Jacksonville.
Now, there's no aura that's going to come along with Nick Foles, a guy that was not supposed to even be in this situation. This was Carson Wentz's team. Talking about an MVP candidate. What we saw from Foles last week against the Minnesota Vikings, once that got going, he was freer in terms of what he was doing, very confident, back in the pocket, even moving the pocket a little bit. And when you look at what they were able to do, they've got a lot of different ways they can go about with a tight end, with guys on the outside, with running backs to beat you. They are a tough team to defend right now.
They are, and I think the biggest thing with Nick Foles last week, or in the NFC Championship game, was I think he had more on his plate. He had more bullets in his gun, and I think a little bit of freedom to go out and make some plays. And, the concern was that you get into the playoffs, having gone through the season successfully with Carson Wentz as your quarterback, and now as Nick Foles comes in, how much do you pull those bootstraps in a little bit and tighten it up a little bit and worry about them turning the ball over? And maybe we saw that in the first playoff game, but I thought, in the NFC Championship game, he had the ability to change plays, to go downfield. They stretched the field. He threw long passes. The flea flickers, and they kind of took the handcuffs off a little bit, and it made them a better offense, and they're going to need that. We saw this Patriot team play against Jacksonville, who was somewhat limited offensively. Put up a lot of points in Pittsburgh and really moved the ball well for the majority of the game and played pretty well against New England. But, they still had that little hindrance at their quarterback spot, and maybe not the faith in their quarterback position to go out and continue to keep the foot on the pedal, the pedal onto the floor and keep pushing it a little bit. And I think the Eagles may have that more so in Foles. They definitely had it with Carson Wentz. The question is, can Foles become Wentz, or can Foles be the best Foles he could be for 60 minutes? And that's the thing, you've got to play 60 minutes. I've been in too many times. I've seen it on TV. I've seen it in person. I've seen it with my hand in the dirt across from Brady. You can play great for 59 minutes and 58 seconds, and those last two will get you.
Now, speaking of the last coming down to the end, it's coming down to the end of this waiting game that these players have been going through really for, a couple of weeks, but certainly all of this week here. We're on Friday. We're Friday for a Sunday night game. You played this game for a long time at the highest level. Where is a player's mental and heart body clock right now, 48 hours or so out of game time?
Well, unfortunately, I'm really unqualified to answer this question for this game because I've never played in the championship game in a Super Bowl after 15 years of doing it. But the furthest I got was the AFC Championship game, and the feelings are the same pretty much. They're more amplified for a Super Bowl, but you're in that win or go home situation. This is the final football game of the 2018 season or 2017 season. This is it. There is no tomorrow. You're either going to get, a confetti shower and a trophy and a ring, or you won't be remembered in 6 months. So there's some nervousness. There's some anxiety for some guys. I think there's probably a little bit of nerves and that butterfly feelings even for guys on the Patriots, for Brady. I think he still enjoys his game so much as a kid, kind of has that kid spirit about this game that he still has those butterflies. But the unknown for people that have not been here is a little disconcerting, I think. It can kind of keep you up a little bit at night, and you have to control your emotions and your energy level that you use between now and kickoff Sunday. It's a late kick on Sunday. You're not going to get up at 1 o'clock and play. So it's between now and then going through the evening meetings tonight, walk through on Saturday, all day Sunday as you turn on the TV and you're hearing all these pregame things. I think the best thing is to probably, keep the tube off and not have to hear or see any of those things, and just manage and maintain your emotions and your anxiety.
Don't forget to join us this Sunday for Super Bowl 52. Kevin Harlan, Boomer Esiason, Mike Holmgren, Tony Baselli, and Ed Werder have all the excitement between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. Jim Gray hosts the pregame show at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I got Super Sunday at 4. Super Bowl Insider begins at 3. Boomer and I kick off our coverage. The Super Bowl preview at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Log on to WestwoodOneSports.com for details. If it's the Super Bowl, it's on Westwood One. Up next, a conversation with the Philadelphia Eagles' Fletcher Cox. From Westwood One, this is the road to Super Bowl 52.
Looking for insurance and don't know where to turn? Here's a tip. Ignore those cute television ads. Insurance is serious business. And here's another tip. Think local. And by that I mean think Hoopy Insurance Services. Roger Hoopy founded his company over 35 years ago. He and his son Matt have been helping area residents and companies get the right coverage ever since. And not just the right coverage. When clients have a claim, the pros at Hoopy Insurance Services make sure the details are handled quickly and efficiently. As an independent agency, Hoopy Insurance Services especially likes finding the right insurance at the right price for small businesses which may not know where to turn, like daycare centers, auto repair shops, florists, and restaurants. So pick up the phone and call 486-7488. That's the number for Hoopy Insurance, 486-7488. Or visit them on the web at hupe-insurance.com. Hoopy Insurance, their family serving your family for over 35 years.
Do you dread going to your job day after day? Need a more fulfilling career? If this is you, the solution is the Fort Wayne Spring Job Fair at the Sport One Fieldhouse on Tuesday, March 13th from 2 to 6. This is your chance to talk with great companies from around Northeast Indiana face to face about the opportunities that they have available now. When was the last time you could do that? See the full list of companies attending at fwjobfair.com, and we will see you at the Fort Wayne Spring Job Fair on Tuesday, March 13th.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
America's veterans are more than a source of pride. They're a source of strength. When our veterans thrive, our communities thrive. With your support, our veterans can get career and education opportunities as well as benefits they've earned.
Hi, I'm Congresswoman Jackie Walorski. Please join me in thanking our nation's veterans. They've given so much. Find out how you can support veterans in our community.
This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Welcome back to 2 days to Sunday, the road to Super Bowl 52 here in Minneapolis. Scott Graham joined by Hall of Famer Jason Taylor and Ed Werder as we get you ready for Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. Much of the talk this week about the New England Patriots offense is the difficulty they've had in past Super Bowls dealing with an inside pass rush. Well, for the Philadelphia Eagles, that points directly at the man in the middle, the 27-year-old from Yazoo City, Mississippi, Fletcher Cox. Our own Ed Werder had an opportunity to sit down with Fletcher and asked him about dealing with the specter of facing Tom Brady.
You can respect a guy like Tom, but, I think at the end of the day, it's going to come down to, to us not beating ourselves, and us just going out and playing, 4 quarters, the things that we've been doing all year. And, no crazy penalties. And most importantly, just every man, have to do their job. And, we've got faith in all those guys.
It's hard to say there's a blueprint for beating Brady in a Super Bowl because only one team's done it. The Giants have done it twice. But they did it in a way that seems something you could potentially duplicate. They created a lot of pressure on him with their front four. Is that a big part of your plan if you're going to win in this game to disrupt Brady?
I think that's our plan every week. I think, as a front four, we try to lead the team. As the defensive line try to lead the team. We try to be, the guys that go out and spark the fire. We want to be the group that goes out and set the tone early in the game. And, getting pressure, it's just, us doing the routine things right, things that we've been doing all season. And nobody had to do anything special. Nobody had to do anything just really out of the way. All you got to do is just be yourself and know that the guy next to you is, is counting on you to do that.
It seems like one of the unique things about the Eagles is you've got 7 guys on the defensive line who have played 400 or more snaps, and so you're very fresh going into the fourth quarter. Bill Belichick said, you're not playing a front four, you're playing 8 or 9 guys. What are the benefits of that you've found?
I mean, it's great. And as you can see, it keeps a lot of guys away from injuries. I mean, I think besides Brandon, I may be the only guy that missed a couple games because of an injury. And it was a calf injury, some things that you can't control. But I mean, just keep guys from just dealing with like lingering things that goes on throughout the year. When you're able to roll, 7 or 8 guys in, and you not see a fall off. It's like 1A and 1B. We don't have a 2A because everybody in that group, everybody that's going in, you got a standard to hold up to, and we set that standard really high.
How would you describe Jim Schwartz's defensive philosophy?
I mean, attack. I mean, he wants his front 4 guys to be able to control the line of scrimmage. He wants his front 4 guys to be able to, sack the quarter. I mean, play the run on the way to the quarterback and things like that. It just says that he trusts us. And, we trust him with the calls, and, we don't want to make him upset where he got to, just bring up a bunch of crazy blitzes or drop a bunch of crazy blitzes where, also we know that when sometimes he does blitz, and, we got to respect it because he don't want us to just be sitting ducks, all the time. And I think the most important thing is he always come into meetings every week and say, hey, if we're going to win this game, it's going to be because of the D-line. And, we take pride in it.
Who's your pick for Super Bowl MVP?
I mean, I'll be lying if I said it would be me.
Well, hope you succeed in that quest. Thanks for your time, Fletch. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, it's good to know that Fletcher Cox has that kind of confidence in himself, that he believes that he's going to be the MVP. But he is the guy, I think, in a lot of different ways, when you look at the interior of this Eagles defensive line, that makes it go. He's the guy who can wreck things on the other side. He's played a lot more snaps as the season's gone on and into the playoffs. How big is he? How big is this defensive line in this game?
Well, I like the confidence. And if you look at the teams that have beaten the Patriots in the Super Bowl, you go to the Giants, and what did they have? They had a very powerful defensive line that can get after you with 4 guys. And that's what the Philadelphia Eagles have the ability to do. And look, he's not wrong. I don't disagree with him. If they win this game and there's an MVP, they don't like giving it to defensive guys anyway. And it's, don't even get me going down that road. But it's going to be somebody in that defensive front that is really going to springboard the Philadelphia Eagles into containing Brady and making his life uncomfortable. And Fletcher Cox is that guy. I mean, he's a mismatch inside, outside. Somebody asked me the other day at the airport who I thought was going to be the most important player for the Eagles. And I didn't say Nick Foles. I didn't say Jay Ajayi or LeGarrette Blount. I think it's going to be Fletcher Cox. And they have to win this game defensively. And he's hard to handle. I mean, Shaq Mason's going to have his hands full if he goes out and plays on the end. The 2 tackles for the Patriots are going to have their hands full. And the beautiful thing about the Eagles is they can rotate those guys, as you said, and just keep throwing fresh bodies at you. And it may not kill you in the first or second quarter, third quarter, but in the fourth quarter, when you can get fresh bodies thrown at a quarterback and an offensive line, it can really reap benefits.
You can be the judge and decide which Westwood One big game commercial wins the Sound Awards. Vote now for your favorite creative spot at thesoundawards.com. Still ahead, a conversation with Terrell Owens. With 2 days to Sunday, you're listening to The Road to Super Bowl 52 on Westwood One.
For many businesses, hiring is tough. You want access to highly qualified candidates fast, and you don't want to sign a long-term contract or pay upfront fees. That's why you need Indeed.com, delivering 6 times more hires than any other job site according to independent research. Indeed is offering new users a $50 credit to give their first job post-premium visibility as a sponsored job. Redeem this offer at Indeed.com/credit. That's Indeed.com/credit. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply.
The Starlight Lounge presents An Evening with the Progressive Box.
Adios, old friend. Yeah, I've got no secrets and no regrets. Well, a lot of regrets, but the point is I've got nothing to hide. Kind of like the way Progressive shows you their competitors' rates. You got to put it all out there, baby. Excuse me, miss. Does this heart belong to you? Would you like it anyway?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparisons not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide, recognizes NFL players who have made a significant impact both on the game and in their communities, and is considered the league's most prestigious honor. Be sure to watch as this year's winner is announced during NFL Honors on February 3rd. the night before Super Bowl 52 at 9 p.m. Eastern on NBC.
O'Reilly.
If you've been delaying that oil change, replacing those brake pads, or ignoring that check engine light, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and use your tax refund to take care of problems you've been putting off. Spend a little of your tax refund on your vehicle now and avoid costly repairs down the road. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Final play. Will it be the final play of the season? Young stepping up, down the middle, throws. Oh, it's there! Touchdown San Francisco! Unbelievable! 3 seconds left, and Toronto finally hangs onto it. Shades of Dwight Clark.
Well, they ended up calling it the Catch 2. Joel Myers and Matt Millen with the call on CBS Radio Sports, and a victory for the San Francisco 49ers over the Green Bay Packers as they moved on in the postseason. We continue here. It is 2 days to Sunday as we get you ready for the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 52. That man, Terrell Owens, certainly had an odyssey of a ride that may end up landing in the Hall of Fame by the time the voting comes out tomorrow night. I got an opportunity to talk with T.O. here in our time in Minneapolis, and I asked him about why it was that he seemed to flourish as much as he did in his very brief time as a Philadelphia Eagle.
I fed off that energy. I fed off really the heartbeat and the pulse of what Philadelphia is about. And so when I first got there, they welcomed me with open arms. And so I couldn't have been more excited really about the opportunity I wanted to play, you know, for the city of Philadelphia. But knowing what they had offensively with Donovan and all the weapons they had with Brian Westbrook, Pinkston, I mean, I was just another addition to something special that they already had. And that defense spearheaded by Brian Dawkins. And you think about Ike Reese and those guys in the secondary and the guys up front, Hollis Thomas. I knew that, you know, that was a recipe for disaster for a lot of teams. And so just what I was able to bring offensively was another dynamic that I think that hasn't been really been duplicated.
So now go to the game in Jacksonville. Everybody's waiting. Everybody's looking. Everybody's watching. Well, you know what? He's hurt. He's not. You know, he's going to be a decoy. He's going to run out there. He's going to play. That was the talk leading up to the entire week.
Right,
and then boom, 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 boom. You were a major factor in the game. Walking out onto the field that day, knowing what you had just come back from, did you have a feel that you were going to be able to be you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I told, I think my first practice was that Wednesday leading up to Super Bowl Sunday. And then toward the end of the week, Friday is when the head coach talks to the trainer. And this is when they converse about and discuss, you know, injuries. And so that, I mean, I could have been active or inactive, but I told them from day one, you know, from the minute, really the hour that I was out of surgery, and I vowed him and I told him, like, yo, I will be ready no matter what.
Not a lot of guys anywhere that could actually make news helicopters fly over a driveway to get you. I mean, that thing got so big, when you did that, I know you were trying to make a point, and you were trying to make a very specific point. It was something that it just ran away like crazy. And that's before viral video ever existed.
Oh my gosh, there's no telling. I mean, I was doing things ahead of my time, and I didn't realize what I was doing. And again, I started to become a star, you know, before my very own eyes. The reason I did the sit-ups was because Andy and we got into a little confrontation in training camp, and he goes, you know, when you go back, make sure you stay in shape and keep doing what you were doing. So I'm like, all right, this is a great opportunity, you know, to take heed to what he was saying. So I brought my little ab bench out, and luckily I didn't have any pizza. I would have been eating pizza. So.
Speaking of which,
absolutely,
we're talking about Pizza Hut because that's one of the reasons that you're here right now.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. I'm teaming up with them to show you how fast you can earn free pizza with Hut Rewards. And then, you know, at some point, you know, hopefully, if they can beat the record for touchdown scored, which is 14 seconds, if you have Hut Rewards, they're gonna give a free medium pizza.
Wow.
To everybody.
To everybody.
If you got Hut Rewards.
If you've got Hut Rewards. Now,
Yeah.
how do you get Hut Rewards?
PizzaHut.com.
One of the other reasons you're around this week is because we're going to find out on Saturday night about the Hall of Fame class. And it's clear when you start taking a look at your numbers that the numbers are Hall of Fame numbers. And I know that you've been on record as talking about the fact that the first couple of times it hasn't happened. I also know that you know that it's going to happen. So somebody like you who is a bright person also can be an emotional person. How do you make those two things match?
Just being, true and staying true to who you are. I always say that, there's a saying out there, if you stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And for me, I've always stood for really kind of, how my grandmother raised me, and I feel like I've done that. So I think anything less than that, then, she wouldn't be proud of me. I think obviously you mentioned it in terms of stats. That's what it's supposed to be about, or the bylaws. And I guess however you interpret the bylaws, again, it's a little ambiguous. So now they're kind of skirting around certain things, and they bring up character issues. For me, man, I'm proud of what I've become and what I did, under the circumstances.
Tio, thanks so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Rejoined by Hall of Famer Jason Taylor, my co-host tonight. Just occurred to me, by the way, in taking a look at you and listening back to that, you're like the anti-T.O. Yeah, T.O. sat here, and the conversation we had, he had, mirrored sunglasses on, he had headphones on, he was wearing a red backpack, and you're much more chill, a much more chill kind of an individual.
I'm a very, very simple man.
I'll tell you what, last year you got the call to the Hall, and it's something that he desperately wants, whether he says that he wants that or not. It obviously would be a great, great honor for him. How much has it changed things for you over the course of the last year since that happened?
Well, first of all, I think he deserves to get the call from the Hall. As we all know, he was a tremendous football player and put up crazy numbers, and for whatever reason, it hasn't worked out to this point for him. And I hope that whatever the acts that people had to grind against him, or whatever it is, that I hope it goes away this year. And if not this year, it's unfortunate, but it'll happen for sure. So he deserves to be there. But how has it changed? It's done a lot for me and for my family and my foundation and your brand in general. It's an amazing, amazing honor. It's funny, I was at a luncheon today, at the Merlin Olsen luncheon earlier, and was asked how much easier it is this year. There's no stress this year. Like, you're not worried about whether you're going to get in or not. I don't care if people think I shouldn't have got in the first ballot or what. They can't take it back. I got a gold jacket, a ring on my finger right now, and I dare someone to try to come get it. It's been fantastic, and I think it brings added validity to your career. It opens more doors for you and gives you the power and the opportunity to kind of spread that love of the game and spread that wealth, so to speak. I'm not giving away money, but spread the wealth of knowledge and experiences and opportunities with other people. So, I've joined the greatest fraternity I think in the world. Obviously, the greatest football fraternity with 310 guys, and I love it. It's cool still to walk in the room earlier today with my jacket on, and you see all these guys and like, holy cow, I'm in the same room with Munoz and Orlando Pace and all the Jackie Slater, and the list goes on. Carl Eller. It's like, holy cow, these are like legends of the game, and then you kind of pinch yourself a little bit and say, well, I guess I'm considered one of the legends. So it's amazing.
On the eve of Super Bowl 52, the NFL salutes its best players, performances, and plays from the 2017 season at NFL Honors, hosted by Rob Riggle. Find out who wins the NFL's most prestigious awards, including the AP Most Valuable Player and the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide. NFL Honors tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC. More to come, including a conversation with the Patriots' James Harrison and a look back at Super Bowl 7. From Westwood One, this is the road to Super Bowl 52.
A Sports Rush with Brett Rump.
Coach Jeff Brom, with all the success Purdue had, did you get contacted by Tennessee?
Where there's smoke, there's fire, and I think, I'm never going to be someone who's just going to say I'm not going to listen. But you know what? As I looked at things, I think Purdue is a great spot, exactly where I want to be. There's plenty of challenges that I'm looking forward to taking head on. Great fan support. I'm happy to be where I'm at, and I'm fired up for the future.
Listen every weekday at 4, only on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM, and at ESPNFortWayne.com.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support. for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
An important message from Medicare. Managing 2 or more chronic conditions like high blood pressure or diabetes can be overwhelming. But with Chronic Care Management Services, you can get the connected care you need. Your doctor can help create a care plan and connect the dots between your appointments so you can spend more time doing what you love. If you have Medicare, ask your doctor about Chronic Care Management Services. Visit Medicare.gov and search for Chronic Care Management. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey, hon, do me a favor and hold the ladder for me.
I have a better idea. Let's just call somebody to clean the gutters.
To scoop out a few leaves? Come on, I'll be down in a heartbeat.
No!
Using a ladder might seem easy. Misusing one is even easier. For tips on ladder safety, visit orthoinfo.org, a public service message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, who want to keep your bones safe, strong, and well-connected.
Are you ready to open your heart and home for 18 months to a puppy like Esther? To find out more about becoming a canine companion for Independence Puppy Raiser, visit cci.org or call 1-800-572-BARK. You can make a world of difference in the life of a person with a disability.
Mike Rags and Todd Burlage take your love of Notre Dame football beyond the fight song and get knee-deep in the latest information with the Blue Gold Report podcast. Download the Blue Gold Report. Go to ESPNFortWayne.com today.
I can't wait.
This is Jason Kelsey of the Philadelphia Eagles.
This is James White of the New England Patriots.
And there are 2 days to Sunday.
We don't have to wait much longer. Just 2 days to Sunday as we continue on the road to Super Bowl 52. And Scott Graham here in Minneapolis, joined now by Westwood One's own Ed Werder, who's been reporting with us each night here on the program. And Ed, now that the camps have kind of shut down a little bit to access to the media, well, the reports from the battlefront are getting more and more far apart.
Well, the good thing is that while the media has no further access, we do get a practice report, and all indications are that both teams are fully healthy for Super Bowl 52 on Sunday. Tim Jernigan, the defensive tackle who's been dealing with an illness that's kept him out of practice most of the week, did return to practice. And then, of course, there's also the news that Alan Branch, also a defensive tackle, this one for the Patriots, he's missed the last 5 games, so he hasn't appeared in the postseason at all to this point. And could be a significant contributor if Bill Belichick decides to activate him. He's been missing with a knee injury, but he's practiced fully throughout the course of the week, and I think that they've been saving him for just this moment. There's no reason to hold back now unless they were to think for some reason, that he would be liable to only be able to play a few snaps and then have to leave and give up a roster spot for that. But he's a guy who could be a big factor in trying to stop that physical Eagles run game and force the ball into Nick Foles' hands, which I would think the Patriots want to do. And don't forget, he had a huge play in the fourth quarter of last year's Super Bowl that helped them get within a touchdown. He recovered the Matt Ryan fumble caused by Dante Freeman missing his block. So he can also be a factor in the kicking game. He did block a field goal attempt in practice the other day, and he did it during the season against the Jets.
All right, so you look now at what teams are doing and where they are, and you got an opportunity to get a kind of an up-close and personal look at the Philadelphia Eagles in their practice this week.
Yeah, we got to go to both teams had us for practice one day, and it was interesting to talk to Jeffrey Lurie, the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not sure that Robert Kraft thinks as much of Tom Brady as Jeffrey Lurie does of Carson Wentz, and that's only a slight overstatement. He thinks the world of this guy. He thinks he's going to be a dominant quarterback for the next decade. Obviously, he's not going to play in the game on Sunday because of the knee surgery that he's had. But, Lurie was saying, hey, he's been in every meeting. He's been here at practice. And he actually told Wentz, hey, we appreciate the fact that while your body is not on the field, your brain has been a big part of our preparation. So he'll be on the sideline Sunday. He'll be interacting with Nick Foles, his replacement, and helping him all he can. I think the other interesting thing here, this Eagles team is quarterback-centric. And Lurie said that was by design. They knew they were going to draft a young quarterback, so the head coach, Doug Peterson, and the offensive coordinator, Frank Reich, both long-time career backup quarterbacks. They can certainly understand the circumstances Foles faces.
Ed, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thanks, you.
Ed Werder's been with us all week long. Stay on top of all the Super Bowl stories this week on Westwood One Sports, followed by following us on Twitter at Westwood One Sports. That's Westwood, #1, then Sports. We'll be tweeting behind-the-scenes photos from our broadcast, links to exclusive audio, expert analysis, and much, much more. As we continue, a look back at Super Bowl VII. With 2 days to Sunday, you're listening to The Road to Super Bowl 52 on Westwood One.
The big game is coming up, so you've got to up your electronics game. Only you can never find your wallet. Rookie move, right? Now with the Chase Pay app, you can head to Best Buy without it. You see, Chase Pay is an app that lets you pay from your phone. It saves you time and money, and now you can use it at Best Buy. So from TVs to speakers, score everything you need for game day. Download and use the Chase Pay app today.
Available for select mobile devices. No charge from Chase, but message and data rate charges may apply. Chase credit card issued by Chase Bank USA N.A. Deposit products provided by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank N.A. Member FDIC.
On the eve of Super Bowl 52, the NFL salutes its best players, performances, and plays from the 2017 season at NFL Honors. Rob Riggle will host the star-studded 2-hour primetime broadcast only on NBC. Find out who wins the NFL's most prestigious awards, including the AP Most Valuable Player and the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award presented by Nationwide. NFL Honors, Saturday, February 3rd at 9 p.m. Eastern on NBC. Microsoft, featuring the official game console, sideline technology, and operating system of the NFL.
The biggest thing to happen to Barbasol since shaving cream is also the only thing to happen to Barbasol since shaving cream. New Barbasol razors. Premium disposable razors with a pivoting head and ultra-thin blades. No wonder it took us nearly a century to develop razors this awesome. You're looking good, America. You're shaving with Barbasol. Barbasol. Find new Barbasol razors now at Kroger.
When it comes to football, picking a winning team can be tough, but picking a winner for your family's fire safety needs is simple. Head to Home Depot and choose Kidda's worry-free smoke or carbon monoxide alarms. Each has a sealed-in lithium battery proven to offer non-stop power. No low battery chirps and no battery changes for 10 years. It's a winning pick at a great value. Be the safety champion of your home with Kidda worry-free alarms. Kidda, technology that saves lives.
2 days to Sunday, the road to Super Bowl 52. Scott Graham here in Minneapolis, joined by Hall of Famer Jason Taylor and Ed Werder on the program tonight. You know, of course, the New England Patriots famously tried for perfection a number of years back and saw it derailed by the New York Giants. You also know that only one team ever attained that in Super Bowl history.
Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. That quote from the great Vince Lombardi was mostly accurate, with the exception of the first 4 words, because in 1972, Don Shula and the Miami Dolphins accomplished the unattainable in Super Bowl VII against the Washington Redskins. For Shula, the Hall of Famer, his first 2 tries at Super Bowl glory came up short, including the year before, in a Super Bowl VI loss to the Cowboys.
What I learned from that loss was that when you're there, it's not good enough to be there. When you're there, you better walk away with that ring. And I learned that the hard way in my first 2 Super Bowls. I was 0-2.
So for Mercury Morris and his fellow Dolphins, including backfield mate Larry Zonka, there was a clear call to arms before the next season ever began.
When we came back to camp, he made us watch the Cowboys game that we just lost, only he started critiquing like it had happened 2 days prior. So he turns off the projector and he comes up to the front of the room and he said, "Now, you see how sick and sorry you feel? Well, just think of how sick and sorry you're going to be if you don't go back and redeem yourselves for what you did last year."
Winning the championship was not his goal. Winning every game in a row was his goal, but then finishing through the playoffs and winning every game, something that no one's ever done in the NFL. Now, think about that. The man standing in front of us telling us we're going to do something no one else has done. You know, we're going to take this turnip, we're going to put some gunpowder in the end of it, and we're going to the moon.
We dedicated ourselves to a man that we would do whatever it took to get back to that game.
Miami ran through its regular season schedule at a perfect 14-0, even with the loss of starting quarterback Bob Greasy in Week 5 to a broken leg and dislocated ankle. Earl Morrall stepped in to win the final 9 games and was 1972's Comeback Player of the Year. Washington won 11 games on the strength of the league's MVP, running back Larry Brown, but they were best known as the Over-the-Hill Gang, with the average age of the starters at 31. Their starting quarterback, Billy Kilmer, was 33. The teams arrived at L.A. Coliseum with history awaiting, one way or the other. And Miami safety Dick Anderson said his head coach was far from relaxed.
We were getting on the bus, and Jake Scott was sitting there talking to his mother, and gets on the plane, and Coach Shula's pretty uptight, and said, "Get your mind on the game." And Jake looked at him and said, "I haven't lost 2 Super Bowls."
Getting away with that line may have proven that this would be Jake Scott's lucky day. He would go on to pick off 2 passes and be named Super Bowl VII MVP. The Dolphins' offense all came in the first half, as they scored in the closing seconds of both the first and second quarters.
Greasy, waiting for the snap. Bob drops the throw. He sets up. He is firing for Twilly. He's got it. And he's in for the touchdown. Howard Twilly. And here come the white handkerchief. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Waiting for the snap. Here's the handoff. Kick into the middle. And it's going to be very close. Touchdown. Miami.
Amazingly, Miami, which had led the league in scoring, wouldn't find the scoreboard for the rest of the day. But the Dolphins' no-name defense was holding Washington down and zeroing in on the first shutout in Super Bowl history with a 14-0 lead late in the fourth quarter. That's when a chance for Don Shula to stretch the lead nearly turned the perfect season upside down and gave us one of Super Bowl history's iconic moments.
I decided to go for the field goal, and that would have made the score 17-0 and a 17-0 perfect season. But then Garrow entered into it.
A 42-yard attempt by Yepremian. Snap, set down. The kick is blocked. Rolling loose on the field. It is picked up by Garrow. He tries to throw a pass. Deflected in the air, grabbed by Bass.
I just went up instinctively and grabbed the ball. And my next thought once I grabbed the ball was, I can't let this kicker tackle me.
40, 35, 30. He's going to score. 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Now the score is 14-7 with still a couple minutes to play. You know, Garrow used to always want to high-five me when he kicked the field goal. When that happened, he ran off the end line of the end zone, and I haven't seen him since.
What a kooky play that was. Garrow Yepremian lost his head and tried to throw a pass. It went in the hands of Mike Bass. He scores. If they kick the point now, the Redskins, with 2:07 to go, are behind by 7.
But even an amazed Kurt Gowdy had to know that with just 2:07 left to play, the Redskins' valiant effort was going to come up short. Washington linebacker and future Hall of Famer Chris Handberger certainly did.
Miami was an excellent team that year. I mean, they had a great offense, a great defense, so I mean, it was a close game, but we certainly had our opportunities throughout the game and just couldn't pull it off, catch up to them.
5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. The Dolphins have won Super Bowl VII, have completed the greatest season in NFL history, and that is going to be the end of the ball game as the Dolphins have won it by a score of 14-7.
It's still the only time in the Super Bowl era a team has gone a full season without a loss. Don Shula was finally a Super Bowl champion, thanks to Super Bowl VII MVP Jake Scott, who picked off 2 passes for the group in the locker room that he believed was better than the sum of the parts.
Each of us would sacrifice our individual talent to play as a team, and we didn't have a lot of stars per se. There were guys that could have been stars on a lot of different teams if they would have played selfishly, but our team was a team, and we went out and won and lost as a team.
And Mercury Morris, who would spend season after season opening champagne each time the last unbeaten team in the NFL finally fell, reveled with his teammates in making things right.
There's more in redemption than there is in greatness. And so how difficult it is for you to do what we did. And not only that, we won the next year. So we were the best team of that time. What we accomplished as a team, no one else has been able to accomplish.
Up next, a conversation with the Patriots' James Harrison. From Westwood One, this is the road to Super Bowl 52.
WayneHelpWanted.com presents The World's Worst Boss, the one who posts jobs on huge national job sites, looking for anyone with a pulse. We'll just call him Dave.
Okay, everybody, I've called this brainstorm because senior management says we need big ideas. So, what have you got?
Well, Dave, how about we...
No.
Okay, we can try the...
Stupid.
What if we started charging employees to use the bathroom?
I love that idea. That's what I'm talking about.
Thanks, Dad.
Don't work for a Dave. Find a boss you can respect. One who's looking for great and local talent at FortWayneHelpWanted.com. Local jobs that work. FortWayneHelpWanted.com presents The World's Worst Boss, the one who posts jobs on huge national job sites, looking for anyone with a pulse. We'll just call him Dave.
Underlings, I'm sensing some tension between us lately, so I'm proposing a peace offering.
A peace offering?
Yes, by this time tomorrow, you are all expected to give me a peace offering. Gifts, cash, compliments, whatever.
What do we get out of it?
You get to keep working here if your peace offering is deemed worthy.
Don't work for a Dave. Find a boss you can respect. One who's looking for great and local talent at FortWayneHelpWanted.com. Local jobs that work.
Do you dread going to your job day after day? Need a more fulfilling career? If this is you, the solution is the Fort Wayne Spring Job Fair at the Sport One Fieldhouse on Tuesday, March 13th from 2 to 6. This is your chance to talk with great companies from around Northeast Indiana face to face about the opportunities that they have available now. When was the last time you could do that? See the full list of companies attending at fwjobfair.com, and we will see you at the Fort Wayne Spring Job Fair on Tuesday, March 13th.
It's the Game Day Forecast. Your Game Day Forecast.
I'm AccuWeather's Alex Rabb. Tonight, we're seasonally cold with clouds increasing in a low of 15, and tomorrow's cloudy and not as cold with a bit of snow in the afternoon with a high of 35. Saturday night, snow at times with a low of 30.
Your home for the World Series, March Madness, and the college football playoffs. This is ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
It was a goal that I wanted to achieve from the very beginning. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. I wasn't sure if I could do it. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
At age 47, with the help of his teacher, Marco finished his high school diploma.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is. It catapults you to where you want to go.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Water again, out of the shotgun. 18 seconds left in the half. Water makes some changes. He has Hightower to